I'm coming for all of you. Right now, there's a 15-year-old sophomore in high school who has no idea they're studying nursing just so they can wipe my ass in 17 years. I'm 50 and single. That's a fantastic combination. I'm going to spend my golden years dating a handful of spit and a jug of Astroglide. Hey, what's happening? Mike Schmidt, 40-Year-Old Boy Podcast. Dudes, my Batgirl broke. I don't have any fucking clue how it happened. I don't know why or when. I don't know the reasons. I don't know who snuck into my house and fucking galoolied my Batgirl, but somebody did, goddammit. I came home. Look, I have a Batgirl on the desk. I have a lot of things on the desk. I got a Tarantino on the desk. I have a new addition to the desk, too. A few new additions. I've talked about a Star-Lord. Look, I got to get a new desk is basically my point. I got to get a shelving unit or something for all of my, what do you call them? I guess you'd call them tchotchkes? Knickknacks? Representations of myself in bobblehead and plastic form. I don't know how you describe them, but I'd call them all of those things. Certainly, they're all near and dear to my heart. They were all acquired in the service of this show, doing other things for other people. I got some Funkos from some people, and then I got a bobblehead for other. Well, I'll talk about all that in a second. But the bottom line is, I'm frightened. I think somebody's sending a message to me. Oh, and also, let's talk about this really quick. There may be like a sound in the background. That's my fucking air conditioning because it is 95 degrees and humid. It is fucking Florida hot here, which is bananas. It's never humid here. Look, I like fucking hot. I don't mind walking outside into a microwave. What I don't like is walking outside into a microwave filled with steam. That's not fun. Nobody wants to get that unless I'm trying to clear my pores, and I think we all know I don't need to do that because my fucking skin is amazing, as we all learned over the weekend, which I'll talk about in a minute. I love that I include you guys, like you all. Everybody found out over the weekend how great my skin was somehow. Yeah, that happened. I'm sure everybody was tuned into my every fucking movement on this fucking past weekend. Sure. So I walked into my house. I went out. This is I'm out. I was out also and about. I was doing things. I was engaging myself in the activities that are outside of my apartment, which I don't usually do because normally I'm just hiding. Oh, wait, did I finish the air conditioning? Oh, fuck, so I apologize. The air's on. How about that? There's no real story there. Because the thing is, it's loud. I keep my microphone cranked up really loud when I record, so I'm loud in my own fucking head, but I hear the fucking air conditioning in the background, and that makes, dudes, this show is always me constantly apologizing for background noise, which I get that, because I don't have a soundproof studio. Who the fuck am I? Fucking Edward R. Murrow? Did he have a soundproof studio? I don't know if he did. Was he even on radio? He didn't do a fucking podcast. Fuck you, Murrow and Cronkite, you motherfuckers. You go on TV and you tell the news, you pretend to be somebody. Look, nobody trusts you. You know, we did. We trusted you for a while. You know what happened? You died. We realized then that our hearts were broken and there's nobody you can trust. Eventually, everybody goes away. That's the message I bring to you folks today. Eventually, everybody goes away. And that's something I've always like that's been in my head, and then I'm like, well, no, that won't be the case. And I've had that mentioned in relationships. Eventually, everybody goes away, and then what happens? You go away, and then everybody's fucking furious, and it's not good. It's no fun because you don't want to go away. Nobody wants to go away. Everybody enters things with best intentions, as our friend Jules Winfield would say. Oh, I'm sorry, did I break your concentration? You were saying something about best intentions. Well, allow me to retort. And then check out the big brain on Brad. I don't know if it's Brad or Brett. I think it's Brett in the credits, but it sounds like Samuel L. Jackson says check out the big brain on Brad. It's a controversy I've not been able to solve. I can't get to the bottom of this mystery. Controversy and mystery seem to be really strong terms. I think maybe there was just a misstep and Tarantino might have missed it. Who the fuck knows? I'll ask him because he's right here on my desk. Hey, we were talking about my desk, weren't we? Of course we were. So I come into my house after a long day of adventures. Oh, so it's fucking hot outside. That's why the air's on, and I apologize. But it's like 90 and soupy outside. And so inside the house here, it's hermetically sealed, and I got the air on. I had all the windows open, but then I woke up this morning, and it was just like fucking, but just this brutal, intense heat. That seems weird. It was just like, but it was like a fog. It was like walking into a fucking teacup. You know what I mean? Just that fucking sticky, horrible, it's too hot. So I went ahead and turned the air on, and now I got to record with you guys hearing this fucking thing in the background, and I apologize. Pretend it's something cool. Like, say I'm stowing away in a jet, and we're off to fucking Czechoslovakia to wreak havoc. Is there even a Czechoslovakia anymore? I don't know if there is. I get in trouble. I don't do a lot of research for the show, and then I talk a lot of stuff, and then people write me, and they go, hey, did you not know that there were no more Moors in Turkey? And I'm like, I had no idea. When I talk about Turkey, I think of the Moors. That's the main way I think of it. I think of you being part eggplant. A little more Tarantino for you. Even the action figure nodded. All right. He wrote it. He didn't direct it. But Tony Scott did a good job of directing it. You know, I'd like to see that. Maybe Tarantino goes ahead and interprets something else for somebody else. I loved the fact that he did fucking Jackie Brown. It was him interpreting Elmore Leonard, who's on Rum Punch, and then making it Tarantinoized. But then when he writes, you know, the fucking script for True Romance, and then Tony Scott directs that, Tony Scott does a very good job of interpreting Tarantino. So it shows you that his work does what the fuck is the word I want to think about? Transform? No, it doesn't do that. Oh my god, I can't. How old am I that I can't think of a fucking word? God damn it. It supersedes genre. It supersedes anybody's involvement. Certainly Tarantino can interpret his own work better than anybody else can, but it's good to see that Tony Scott can interpret Tarantino's work and make it happen. But I wonder, you know what? That was early on. That's when Tarantino's writing scripts, but now Tarantino is, quite frankly, I mean, he's a cultural icon. It's certainly a pop culture touchstone. So if you saw somebody else direct Tarantino's work, would it be the same or would it be as good? Or is Tarantino, well, I don't know. I thought Hateful Eight was indulgent, but I mean, but again, I loved it. I loved it strong. I liked it very much. But there are things that I didn't think should be in it. And I'll tell you what, who else are you going to listen to other than a guy who apologizes for having air conditioning on his podcast? That's who Tarantino should absolutely be talking to. Man, I got to get an opinion on this next movie I'm going to direct. Who do I call up? How about that guy who does a show from a desk covered in plastic bobbleheads? How about him? He's probably got something to talk about. He's probably got some strong opinions regarding me. He's got a plastic me on his desk. He's got a Mr. Blonde poster to his right. Of course he's going to have something to say about how I should conduct my business. That's horseshit. That's not true. I think I love whatever he does. Put it out. It's interesting to me. Because, you know, that's the thing. I like interesting. I like people doing things that are different. By people, I mean movie people or TV people. I don't care about podcast people. Go do something different, but that's fine. Unless you're promoting the show or sponsoring my show, then of course I love your show. Oh my god, that was weird. I had a weird hiccup breath intake thing. Jesus Christ. See, this is supposed to be a professional week, folks, and I'll tell you why later. Yeah, but look at this. Now we're just talking and fucking breathing wrong and hiccuping. Terrible. But Tarantino, he announced his next show is going to be he's going to make a movie. His next movie, because everybody was like, oh, he's going to make a Western. I'm like, just fucking don't. You've made these genre movies. You made the fucking war movie. Hateful Eight's the Western, as far as I'm concerned. Don't make another Western. Go make something else. So you know what he's doing? He's fucking making a movie about the Manson family. God damn it, how fucking brilliant is that? I'm so excited for that. I'm excited for anything he does. I'm excited for him to come here and tell me to shut up and stop talking about his movies. I'm on board with all that stuff. But he's going to make a movie about the Manson family, and I love the idea. I know he's going to do it from he'll probably do it from the direction of the Tates. From them out at fucking El Coyote. This is all a reason for him to just go have the fucking green tamales at El Coyote, which are fucking delicious. But he's going to go ahead and film, I'll bet, the Tate's version, and then the Manson's version. He's going to bring it all together. It's going to be fucking great. I'm excited. I cannot wait. So forget all that nonsense I said earlier about the Hateful Eight, Quentin. I'm in line to see your movie. Because again, like I said, I like interesting. I've got cape fatigue. I don't need to see heroes jumping around. Although, look, Spider-Man was fucking awesome. Loved it. I thought it was great. I thought they did a fantastic job with it. I'm excited to see whatever happens in Civil War. I saw the fucking Civil War trailer. Is that what it was? The Infinity War? I don't even know what the fuck it is anymore. Whatever. The next Avengers trailer. I saw, again, they didn't release it, but I saw one of those versions where some guy put a fucking camera on his balls and then bent backwards to try to tape it off the screen. You know those bootleg versions? Some guy comes in and he's cosplaying as a cameraman and they're like, hey, this is a weird cosplay. He's like, no, truly, I'm Peter Parker. And they're like, okay, come on in. And then it turns out all the functioning cameras go ahead and film the trailer and he releases it and everybody gets mad at him. So I did see that. I mean, so I saw Infinity War with a human thumb in the middle of it, something like that. And I mean, oh my God, it was fucking amazing. I can't wait. It looked beautiful. Captain America has a beard. Black Widow is blonde. So now Blonde Widow? I don't know. I don't know if she's named for her hair color. Is she? That'd be weird if superheroes were named for their hair color. Brown man instead of Batman? And a black man instead of Superman? Ooh, hold on. That gets into some racial stuff. That gets into, we can go ahead and parse that. What if Superman was really black man? What if Superman was a black man? And look, I don't care what the white man say. Santa Claus is a black man. How about that? Take that to the fucking bank. But I saw the trailer for Infinity War and it looked fucking amazing. So I'm on board. I like that. I saw Spider-Man. I liked that. I have to admit this to you. I saw Wonder Woman. I liked that. It's exactly what it's supposed to be. I mean, look, I can pick it apart. Let's talk about Wonder Woman for just a second. Let's unpack it. Let's do some spoilers. If you haven't seen it yet, I apologize. But I'm going to go ahead and say this. They find Wonder Woman and they find her on an island and then she comes to help fight the Nazis. And because there's a whole plot to tear apart the world, and then there's another god who's loose, and then Wonder Woman has to go stop him, and then everybody in fucking Thermopolis or Thermopolia or whatever the fuck the island is called. That's the hardest thing about Wonder Woman is pronouncing the names of everybody on the fucking Scaramuju or whatever the fuck. I was gonna say Scarjo, and then I was gonna say Scaramouche, and I was gonna say Scaramucci. Scaramouche, because that's where, I will tell you this, in Wonder Woman, the part where they stopped and they all sang Bohemian Rhapsody, oh my god, put it over the top for me. And then there's a scene, again, I love when you're supposed to believe things that happen in movies, even though, just because you suspend your disbelief. That's what you're supposed to do in a film. That's the way it works. So all of a sudden, like Wonder Woman and this guy, Chris Pine, who's Captain Steve, whatever the fuck, they get into a boat and they sail away from fucking Thermopylae. And they sail through the protective bubble that Jesus put over the island or whatever. I don't fucking, again, folks, don't ask me. I can't parse this shit. Whatever you guys got with your mythology and your cartoons and good for you. I'll buy it. I'm on board. I don't give a fuck if it's like, the Defenders comic book or the Bible. I will listen to you, and if you believe in it, that's fantastic. Just don't expect me to go, oh yeah, of course, Thermopylae and the boat and the fucking bubble and the Nazis and the thing. I don't, I'll enjoy it while I enjoy it, but there are people that, then people get mad. They're like so furious. Oh my god, I can't believe they did this. Oh my god, why? It's Wonder Woman. It's a chick running around in a costume with a lasso. The only thing I will tell you this, by the way, I liked the movie a lot. I thought it was fucking great. But at the same time, one of the things I really dug is the fact that she's more powerful than Superman. I thought that was pretty fucking cool. She's like a goddess. She's a Jesus on earth, which is fucking beautiful. And I'm sure Jesus watched that movie and he thought, man, you know what I needed? A fucking rope. I needed a fucking rope that I could tie people up and make them tell me the truth. Because everybody lies to Jesus. People do that. They go into confession and they say a bunch of bullshit because they ought to try to make themselves look good in front of the priest. Why, is that only me? might only be me. Where I went in and talked to a priest and I'm like, hey, dude, I tagged like 8 girls this week. It was totally fucking hot. And he's like, you're 9. What the fuck? How did that work? I think actually the last time I was in confession was when I was 9. Oh, this is funny. I talked to my mom yesterday because I was talking to, my mom's got a brain thing today, and she's got another examination. So right now she's fine, as far as I know. I haven't heard from her, but supposedly everything's going to be okay. But she was telling me, because we were talking about being old, because as you know, well, fuck, I'll just tell you. Hey, it was my birthday this past weekend. And I know a lot of you have been busting my balls and saying, hey, are you now the 50-year-old boy? Ha, ha, ha. Well, yes, I am. But the show is still the 40-year-old boy, because I can't... there's nothing I can do about it. I mean, it's already branded. What am I going to change my Twitter? I'm verified, for fuck's sake. I can't lose that blue check mark. I've invested so much in this title, and again, as I said, I didn't think ahead when I was a younger man, certainly 10 years ago when this all launched. I was so enamored with the name. I was like, the 40-year-old boy is a fucking great name. I love this name, and it's awesome. We're going to brand it. We're going to make a character. It's fucking perfect. We came up with the little Schmitty character. Max is like, he gave me all these fucking ideas. I'm like, yeah, perfect. And now here we are at 50. And also all of you busting my balls and letting me know about the fact that I said I believe it was in the second season. Someone said it was the second season, but I think I actually said it the first season. And the quote was, what are you going to do when you turn 50? And I said, oh, man, if I'm still doing this fucking show when I'm 50, just put a bullet in my head. And, hey, what's happening, Mike Schmidt? 40-year-old boy still, even at 50, without a bullet in his fucking head. But who knows what'll happen? Someone may burst in here because, again, somebody galoolied my back barrel earlier, and I don't know what the fuck to do about it, so someone's obviously got it in for me. And I have suspects. Oh, don't kid yourself. I have suspects. But I'll get to that in a second. What were we talking about? Wonder Woman. So she's in a boat. Like, it's that thing where you're supposed to suspend your disbelief. She and the captain get in a boat, and they sail from fucking Thermopylae, and then they take a nap, and then she wakes up and they're in London. How fucking close is Thermopylae to fucking London? How did they negotiate the seas? Were there no storms? Were there no fish? Aren't they hungry? Isn't Chris Pine hungry? And again, I think of those things, which is foolish. Because again, I will watch those superhero movies. I'll watch Superman, and I'll watch Batman and Captain America and the Avengers, and I'll see them running around, and there's these huge fights. And then I think to myself, what if, just say in the middle of, but just before the fight starts, just say Captain America is cranking himself up for the fucking battle, and he's like, God damn it, I gotta get fucking juiced. I gotta save America. Red, white, and blue, the fucking stripes, it's on my suit. I gotta go ahead and be really prepared for this. So he cranks down a case of Red Bull. I'm not saying he does. I don't think he needs that to jazz himself up. He's a super soldier. He's got super serum coursing through his veins. But you always might need to get some wings for the battle. Maybe you need to juice yourself up a little bit. Maybe you need to psych up. And maybe they even all sit around and they do it. They pound Red Bulls because, dude, we got to fucking fight Black Panther. Have you seen his outfit? It's fucking badass. That's the thing. I don't even know how these fucking heroes all want to fight each other in Civil War and in the Avengers and shit like that. I would literally sit around and just compare costumes. Oh my God, I'd go, look how gorgeous that is. Look at the Black Panther's outfit. It's fucking phenomenal. I haven't seen, that trailer hasn't been released yet, and I haven't seen a bootleg of it. But I just know from the fucking shots that they've shown, that's going to be the most beautiful Marvel movie released. It's on this, I guess Black Panther has like Black Panther Island, and they all live there, and it's his own kingdom of Nakawanda or whatever the fuck. And then there's, and I was reading a story about how one of his worst villains is a guy named like Man Ape. And this is a great article about how Marvel has to negotiate the tricky racial politics of something called Man Ape. And it's a black dude in a white gorilla suit. Like, I mean, I read it, I'm just like, how did this even make it past any sort of comics code back in the 50s? And then I went, oh, it was back in the 50s. Of course it was. So some Stan Lee walked in and went, hey, we got a black superhero. He fights a white dude named Man Ape, but it's not really a white dude. It's a black dude in white clothes. And they're like, sounds like what's going on in the streets of Los Angeles. Done. Print it up. But now they had to negotiate. They had to figure it out where they put Man Ape in like a different costume, and it's not white, but he's not Man Ape. He uses his real fucking name, which is like Madabaz or some shit. Because again, everybody in Black Panther's got a comma in their name or an accent mark. So don't expect me to say those things. I can't even say fucking Thermopolis or whatever the fuck, wherever Wonder Woman lives. But I watch her sailing about in this fucking ship, and I think these things, and I think about Captain America. They all pound the Red Bulls right before the fight. So in the middle of the fucking jam, you cannot tell me they didn't have to stop and use the restroom. At one point, you can't tell me that like Ant-Man didn't go, oh my God, I really got to go ahead and fucking take a leak. So Ant-Man can do it. See, I'll tell you this. Here's the thing with Ant-Man. He can shrink down really small, and then he could like get naked and take his suit off, and he could like piss in fucking Hulk's ear if he wanted to. I mean, nobody's going to fucking stop him. Seriously. When you think about it, because all those other dudes are running around, and they're fighting, they're angry, and they're holding it in because they just pounded a case of fucking Red Bull for this fight because they got to get jacked up for the fact that fucking Iron Man's going to come. And look, Stark's got the suit, so I bet Stark's a genius. You know Iron Man has some sort of fucking bladder relief system right there inside the Iron Man suit where he presses a button and there's something that directly fucking flushes it out. I don't know. He's like a plane. You ever have a plane fly over your house and drop a huge fucking icicle of fucking shit on your house? Probably not. Nobody has, but it has happened. Bullshit, it has happened. They've said like giant ice waste has come down from 747s and crushed people in the past. I might be making up a myth there, but I know I've read it. Like somehow the waste from the toilet gets dropped out. And look, I don't want to accuse planes of being birds. Certainly they're not birds. They're planes, so they don't have to do those things. But maybe some pilot gets a little funky one time and he's like, you know what? I used to date a girl from Dayton. And he presses a button. He just drops a fucking pile of frozen shit all over fucking Dayton, Ohio. And look, I've been in Dayton, Ohio. I get a feeling a lot of pilots have been dropping frozen shit all over Dayton, Ohio. Don't at me. Don't write me, Dayton. I know the Flyers. Yes, I went there. I played Jokers. I did a great job. And then I was in, what was the other comics club I did? I did Jokers, but then I did Rob Haney's comedy club across town. I was actually working there the night fucking Holyfield got bit by Tyson. That was bananas. Me and Mike Toomey are listening to it on the fucking radio. That's how old I am. Here's how old of a person I am. I was listening to a fight updates on the radio. It was the old days when you didn't have a fucking phone you could look at and get updates. And we were in the bar, me, Rob Haney, and Mike, and the confusion on the dude when he came back, and he's just like, there's been a stoppage in this fight because apparently Mike Tyson bit Evander Holyfield, and it looks like he may have bitten his ear off. Now imagine, again, we'd just done 2 comedy shows. We'd absolutely charmed all of the people from Ohio. We'd made them laugh, and by we I mean Mike. Mike made them laugh. I did whatever I could to hold them at bay until Mike got on stage and completed their day. I'll tell you what, I got to be honest, man. Look, I'm funny. All right, I know I'm fucking funny. But if you don't like me and I'm on stage for 30 minutes, holy fuck do you hate me? Like, how badly are you thinking, this headliner better be good? That was the good news for people, is if you didn't like me, I always worked with a good headliner. You know, I was always out there with Mike Toomey or my buddy Rex or Jimmy Pardo, so you knew you had good stuff on deck. I see ads now for comedy clubs, and look, I don't want to cast any aspersions. I don't want to call anybody out, and by that I mean I want to call everybody out. But I just... there's guys that I know in Chicago who've been doing comedy for 75 years or something. And then if you show up at the club and you go ahead and see that they're on stage, say, all right, look, let's do it this way. Say you're 25 years old, all right? 25, 27, even 24. How about 21? What if you're 22? What if you're 28 years old? All right, hear me out. If you're 29 years old, what if you're 20? You can't get in. Actually you can. You just can't get 2 drinks. You got to drink 2 sodas. If you're any of those age ranges and you come to a club, if you see me, I at least sort of try to include you in some way. But in Chicago, there's these comedians that are, like I said, they've been doing it for thousands of years, and they're still on the road. Like, so I know some dudes who posted a photo from Rockford, Illinois, and they're like, man, we tore it up in Rockford today. And in my head, I'm just like, if I was a 20-year-old and I paid to come in and I saw, and I can't say names because I know these people, but if I saw this person come out and do like Empire Carpet parodies with his guitar, I'd want to run through a wall. I'd want. It's like how I feel like if I went to a club and I saw Theo Von. Now, look, I'm sure Theo Von is very funny now. I don't know anything about him, but I know when he first started out, I did see him, and I went, even in my, I think I was only like 40, this is, years ago, 5 years ago maybe, 6 years ago, 8 years ago, 10 years ago, hear me out, 9 years ago. I'm just going to run down numbers the whole fucking time. I saw Theo a while ago, right after he had left like the real world and he started doing stand-up in LA, and I just, it was not for me. I'm not saying Theo's bad. Okay, I'm just saying that as an old person, when I saw him come on stage and do every reference to Neo or whatever the fuck and talk loudly and high five and backwards hat, and I'm just like, and in my head I'm just like, this is awful. I mean, this is a nightmare for me. Again, not that he was unfunny. I can recognize talent. Theo was on stage and the audience loved him, but at the same time, for me, if I paid and then that guy came out and just started making references to stuff that I don't get anymore. Again, if you're an old person, because again, and in LA it's different. Okay, out here you're probably going to get more of a young audience, and I don't know if Theo does a lot of road work, but he's also got a big enough fucking name through MTV and shit like that to where his crowd's going to come out to see him. But if he just went into like some fucking bar in Decatur, or he just went out to Iowa City somewhere, well, it's a fucking college town. Because I mean that's the difference. If you went to Rockford, fuck, let's do it that way. If you went to the Clock Tower in Rockford, he's funny enough to where he could make it work, but at the same time, if there were old people there, they'd just be going, I don't get this, I hate it, I want to leave and play Pac-Man. Anything that brings me back to my youth and doesn't remind me that I'm about to die, because this young dude is killing it, and I can't fucking handle it. Because conversely, like I said, if you're a young person, and you go in and see one of these dudes that I know from Chicago, or the Midwest, all right, I have to say this. There was a picture. I'm going to say it because it's terrible. But it was two old dudes, like two old comedians who were doing it for like 10 years before I even showed up. All right, so they've been doing comedy for like 35 years. Now, look, I have respect for veterans. I'm not saying they're not funny or untalented. What I'm saying is if you're 25 years old and you go there and a 60-year-old man goes up and tries to do bits, you're going to walk the fuck out. And yes, I recognize the irony of being a 50-year-old man saying a 60-year-old man's out of touch. I get it. I'm probably out of touch to a certain extent. But if you're 24 or whatever the fuck, and you expect to see some guy go up there and he's talking about BlackBerries, you know what I mean? You're going to be like, what the fuck is that? That company died. I don't know anything about it. You have to be so careful on your references these days. And it happens a lot. I mean, I'll reference like the Brady Bunch, or I'll be talking and I'll mention Gilligan or some nonsense. And I'm like, dude, nobody knows what the fuck that is. Only old people who have catheters. You're playing to the catheter crowd, man. Quit playing to the catheter crowd. Hold on. We're going to write that down as a possible title. Quit playing to the catheter crowd. Quit playing. Hold on. This is what happens when you no longer have a producer. Playing to the catheter crowd. Yeah, done. Written down. And yes, I know you're thinking to yourself, hey, Mike, why don't you just go ahead and re-listen to the show, and then you'll go ahead and be able to tell people all these kinds of things later. And you can just proceed with the show and then pick a title out, because I can't yet. I will eventually, but right now I can't. So these dudes, they're older Chicago dudes, and they put up a photo that I saw. I shouldn't say this, it's mean, but I don't give a fuck. But I do give a fuck. I don't want people to be upset. But they literally, it was. I mean, they could not have been older in this photo. It just looked like Santa Claus was having a chat with God. I mean, that's how old they look. You just looked at it and went, oh, there's a couple of guys who probably punched guys at the lunch counter in the 60s. And I don't mean it that they're racist. I just mean that they look like they could have been around at that time. Perhaps they marched. Let's go the other route. There's a couple of guys who may have marched with Martin Luther King in their khakis and their polo shirts. But they put up this picture and it just said, tonight during improv, the crowd made me Hitler and him Stalin and put us in bumper cars. You write the rest. ... And I just wanted to type, everybody left? Because I cannot imagine anybody sitting through that. Hitler and Stalin and bumper cars, like all of that. Like Hitler doesn't exist, Stalin doesn't exist. Fucking bumper cars. Bumper cars are a more dated reference than Hitler, for fuck's sake. Nobody knows what the fuck those are. If you went to anybody, you're just like any young person, like, you know what bumper cars are? They're like, please, old man, leave me alone. I have to go and try to make a living at my website. Hey, I've got to tweet 100 times. Please, I don't know what bumper cars are. Nobody knows what the fuck those are, because nobody goes to those bookie fucking carnivals anymore that come up in the summer and show up for 2 days, kill a local, and then bail in the middle of the fucking night. Someone who sells you like corn they stole from a farm. Literally, they just drive through Iowa, steal a bunch of corn, and then in the next city they set up a corn roast. And then the fucking farmer's hot on their tail like the fucking good old boys in Blues Brothers. They show up with a fucking shotgun, and these guys got to hightail it out of town. And then eastbound and down, loaded up and trucking, they're going to do what they say can't be done. They got a long way to go. They got a short time to get there. I'll tell you what, watch this carnival run if it steals your corn. That's what happens. So Wonder Woman's on a boat, right? And so I just think to myself, they have to do these things. They have to go, because Ant-Man, like I said, he could take a shit in Captain America's head if he wanted to, because he's totally small and he could get naked while the fight's going on. And eventually, someone's going to go, man, where the fuck is Ant-Man? And then he's going to be like, here I am. And the Captain America's going to be like, man, I got some weird-ass earwax happening here. Ugh. And it's like, yeah, I'm sorry, I had a shit in Captain America's ear. Like, if you're Ant-Man, wouldn't you use that as kind of your power? I understand you're supposed to disrupt shit and you're the king of the ants or whatever the fuck, but wouldn't you get small and do terrible things? There's that fetish online about, like, totally shrinking girls or shrinking guys or whatever, and then they like walk inside of a vagina and fucking just speed bag a speed bag. That's the move. Well, you can't punch it, but you can just totally, like, you ever think about that? No, you probably haven't. I know I shouldn't. All right. But if you could shrink a girl down to just but I don't know if she does anything. It doesn't work out that way. Well, because there's all these things that's a fetish online where they're like giantism and then shrinkage or whatever the fuck. So like if you could shrink a girl down to like literally the size of your cock, and then just but I mean, how would that work? Because again, you can't put it inside of her, and you can't. There's nothing she can do to it. She could embrace it. She could hug it. Like you could totally wrap her arms around it. Then what? Then you wrap your hand around that and you jerk off using her as a fucking like a grippy. That doesn't make any sense. And not that I haven't thought about it, but still. I have to be honest with you, I'm going to say that doesn't make any sense. I don't want to jerk off with a girl the size of my cock wrapped around my cock. I'm perfectly content to just jerk off with my hand around my cock. I don't need to shrink you down and put you there. But I'm saying that exists online. And then it makes you go, well, wait, I wonder why what do people get out of this? Like, what's the fetish? I don't get it. But whatever. People are weird. And that's why we have Trump. Because everybody online decided, hey, what if we could shrink women down? Oh my God, that's great. Let's abuse them and put them down as small. And people are awful. And I don't even want to know why I brought Trump into it. It makes no sense. I shouldn't. I told myself I wouldn't this week, but I did. But like when Wonder Woman's on a boat, I think to myself, what did they eat? Did they have some sort of rations from Thermopylae in the goddamn boat? I mean, and again, how do you take a nap and wind up in London? How close were the Nazis to London? Because the Nazis chased that fucking dude into the bubble, and then he wakes up and they give him a bath. And then Wonder Woman sees his cock and she's like, hey, what's that or whatever. All right, so there you go. So then they float off to London, and then Wonder Woman, of course, is a badass all throughout the time. But then these movies, this is the problem that they have. They shrink down so small. I talked about Superman. In Man of Steel or whatever the fuck it was, when Zod came back and he had to fight everybody, we never even got to see the president in that movie. Like there's Superman, there's Lois Lane, and then there's this one general who happens to be everywhere. And then Chris Maloney, same deal. Like Chris Maloney, at one point, he's in like the DC compound, and then he's in Smallville fighting the Russians or the Zods or whatever they're fucking, the Kryptonians, the bad Kryptonians. This one general, he's in DC, and then he's in a control booth in some island, and then later on, I mean, it just makes no sense. There's no budget to go ahead and hire actors to be everybody. And unfortunately, I noticed that stuff. That's why when I watched Wonder Woman, at the end of the movie, they have to, and look, again, spoiler alert, they're destroying like this, I think I spoiled it somewhere else. Did I spoil it on this show? I might have. Holy fuck, did I talk about this already? Jesus Christ, I hope I didn't. I was on somebody's show and it came up. Was it fucking... Oh, God. I don't know. Ignore me. This is what happens. I don't have anybody to keep track of what I fucking say anymore, so I just wind up saying the same shit over. See, I'm 50. There you go. That's my excuse. I'm a 50-year-old man. 50-year-old man talks over and over in circles. What happened was, at the end, it just turns into, like, Wonder Woman and this ragtag bunch of misfits who have to take down the entire Nazi army. Or it's not even Nazis. It's World War I, so it's the Kaiser, or whoever he is. And literally, it's like 4 dudes who have to sneak onto a base with like 40,000 guys. And there's one scene that really shows it. Like Wonder Woman is in this control booth and she's looking to fight the Kaiser's right-hand man. And then she looks out and you just see 4 dudes like running under the cover of night towards a warehouse. And it brings home the futility of the mission so strongly. And yet, of course, because it's a Wonder Woman movie, they succeed and everybody loves them. But it's just 4 dudes running, and they're not even running in weird formation. They're just kind of like weirdly running almost like willy-nilly, like they're running away from something rather than running to something. And in my head, I'm just like, those are the 4 dudes who are going to save the Earth? That's the guys? I mean, granted, Wonder Woman's the one who's going to save the Earth. These 4 are just going to cause a fucking massive distraction while that happens. But still, the fact that it's just 4 dudes who go behind enemy lines and then make everything happen, you're just like, that doesn't... I get it, and you have to make the story small, but it'd be much more interesting if, like, Wonder Woman showed up, like, with an army of fucking Thermopolians or some shit, or she went ahead and or she actually led a regiment. Like, Wonder Woman led 1,000 dudes into battle. See, that's the thing Wonder Woman should do. She should be in control of everybody. She should just be running the whole fucking thing instead of just like, hi, I have an overcoat on, and then I'm going to fight this one dude in a control radio booth. And it wasn't really like that. It was great. Again, I really liked the movie, but I felt that there could be more to be. And look, it's her origin story, so what the fuck do I know? And I will tell you this, not nearly enough naked Wonder Woman. How does that happen? You guys know that we have to cater to men, so why not have Wonder Woman be as naked as possible? That's a lie. But holy fuck, that Gal Gadot, I don't, whatever. I think she said it was Gadot. I think she actually said in an interview, it's Gal Gadot or Gadot. I don't give a fuck what it is. She was, I look, you see movie stars and you see people on screen and you're like, wow, she's beautiful. She's very attractive. She's a movie star. Of course she's beautiful. But Wonder Woman, I can't even explain what she looked like. She glowed. Does that make sense? Every time she showed up, no matter what she was doing, she was, because all movie stars are beautiful. The guy, the Captain Steve that she falls in love with, he's beautiful. That guy is just all angles and fucking gorgeousness, and he looks like an underwear model come to life, and he's just, not that underwear models are dead, but you know what I mean? He looked like an underwear model in real life. He's got that kind of like, all right, this is going to sound bad. He looked like a really handsome Joe Buck. And I don't even think Joe Buck is a handsome dude. It's not like I had some Joe Buck fetish and I needed a handsome one to come along. But I was watching his head and his shape of it and the angles. He looked like Joe Buck and Josh Brolin smashed into one guy. That's what that Chris Pine looks like. Oof. And I don't know that guy. Like, I saw him and he was completely new to me. So I liked him. I thought he was interesting. And I was like, he's got charisma. Who's that dude? And everybody's like, fuck, that's like Captain Kirk. And I go, I got no touchstone with that. I got no Kirk. I don't know anything about it. I don't watch those movies. I don't watch, I just watched some screen test online, which was Tom Hardy and Patrick Stewart. Does that exist in the world? I know it does because I watched it, but I don't know if it's from a television show or from a movie, but it's Tom Hardy. He plays, I guess, Patrick Stewart's Picard's brother or something, or some long lost relative of Picard. And it was the scene where they showed them together talking, but then they showed Tom Hardy's screen test for it. And holy God, Tom Hardy, that dude, how is he? He's just like a walking lady orgasm. That's all that guy is. I mean, he's just gorgeous, his face and the voice too. That's the thing. The voice is key. Take it from me, a guy who wishes he could do that. But I mean, but boy, the voice is absolutely key. And Tom Hardy, he fucking belts out that lilt. I even saw him, and he's in some show where you can't understand a fucking word he's saying. What is that, a gangster show? I saw a clip from it, and I was like, I'd really like to watch this with Cillian Murphy. And, what the fuck is it called? Like Peaky Blinders. There you go. Fucking Peaky Blinders. I think that's what it is. But he plays some rival crime boss or something. He's got a huge beard, I think. And but he opens his mouth. And again, you can't understand a fucking word Hardy says. He's got some crazy chop shop accent from fucking who knows where, what country. And then, but it doesn't matter because it comes wafting out of him like pure fucking sex. Tom Hardy's just he's just a walking bag of pheromones. Oh my God, what a bag. Holy fuck, that's a gorgeous bag. Tom Hardy, that's another jump the fence guy. I got to be honest. I'm not looking for anybody. I'm not looking to make that happen. But apparently it sounds like Chris Pine is on there too. Holy fuck, what's wrong with me? This is why. This is why I got to keep track of myself. I turned 50 and look at this. But no, man. I don't think anybody would call me like weird if I spooned Tom Hardy, right? I mean, you just got to do that. You do it for the story, you do it for the experience, you do it for the opportunity, and you do it so you got something to jerk off to the rest of your goddamn life if you spoon Tom Hardy. Although I don't know if I want to spoon him because I got to look at that face. You know what I do? I get a Tom Hardy mask and I put it on him from the back. So I get to spoon him and look at his face. Oh, gorgeous. Me and Tom Hardy just spooned, wrapped around one another. His lips. Oh my God, the lips on Tom Hardy and the voice. I'd have him talk to me in the Bane voice too. That comes later. Hey, that wasn't a bad Bane. The time is not now for fear, Doctor. That comes later. Hey, fuck. You know what? I haven't seen the movie in forever, but that really sounds like it to me. Am I good at this? Did I turn 50 and get to be a Bane? I might have crossed over the Bane threshold at 50. It would be extremely painful for you. Hey, god damn it, I'm good at this. Only 10 years too late. right? For it to be anything? What if I just started doing Bane all the time? He's like, what the fuck are you doing? Remember Bane? Remember Tom Hardy Bane? See, the only reason I'm doing the Tom Hardy Bane is because it means just for the times I'm saying it, I'm actually inside Tom Hardy. Oh, or he's inside me. Oh, I'm channeling him. Boy, would I take one from Tom Hardy? Do I take the spike from Tom Hardy? I don't know. Because normally when you think about that jump of the fence thing, you think about you're the one, driving. But I don't know. I might have to relax and let Tom Hardy drive. Oh, Jesus. You know what? Fuck that. That might be the name of the show. Relax and let Tom Hardy drive. All right. More writing. You don't care. So where were we? Oh yeah, I was blowing Tom Hardy. All right. So, but yeah, holy fuck that guy. What a package. What a machine. What a put together fella. And I guess there's some movie where he's naked. I haven't seen it yet because I don't want to give myself over to that. It was bad enough when I saw fucking Velvet Goldmine and I chased Ewan McGregor's memory around for the rest of my life. Ewan McGregor's a fence jumper, absolutely. God, how am I coming out as half gay on this show? Why not? What the hell? Look, I'm 50. Well, I'm ready for everything. Let's change it up. I want to do whatever. And I need somebody to hug me at this point. I found out when I was talking to Shannon this week. I'm like, Shannon, I need love. I need love, Shannon. I didn't say it like that. That sounds like a song from the 70s. Shannon, I need love. I need love, Shannon. Boy, that didn't sound like a song from the 70s. That sounded terrible is what that sounded like. There's actually a song called Shannon from the 70s. Shannon, who's that? Henry Gross. Henry Gross, I think. God, how weird how did I know that? How did I know Shannon is, it might be Harry Gross, but I think it's Henry Gross. I don't know how I pulled that. I think it's like 72 that fucking came out. But yeah, so I mean, it's not wrong for me to think about people who want to hug me, right? I don't give a fuck if it's a guy or a girl. Throw me a hug. You want to hug me? Hug me. That's what I need. That's what I want. I'm old. I got 25 years left on this planet. I want to go ahead and find somebody to hold me and hug me. Somebody to fucking, that I can feel breathe as we sleep. God, that's so underrated. Do you know how underrated that is? Look, sex and everything is fucking fantastic, but just having your arm wrapped around somebody's waist and as they sleep and oh man, that's crazy underrated. That thing where just they're asleep and you're telling them that you love them, hoping that they remember it when they wake up, just because of osmosisly planting it inside of their fucking brain. Hi, how you doing? And just stroking their hair and looking, and their little mouth is open as they breathe a little bit, and then they shut up. All right, so imagine that with Tom Hardy. Oh my God, with his little lips open, and then just me stroking his hair and whispering to him and telling him I love him as he sleeps. Oh Jesus. Actually, I'm telling him to the mask because he's got his back to me and I'm spooning him. I got I got him in my cage. I got my leg thrown over his waist. God damn it, Tom Hardy, you're not escaping me. You're just, next thing you know, I'm gonna tie him to a fucking chair like Rupert Pupkin. He's gonna disappear. And I'll tell you what, if Tom Hardy disappears, you guys fucking know. You absolutely know. I got him in the house saying Peaky Blinder stuff to me. It'll be like Misery. Tom Hardy better hope he never fucking crashes in Southern California anywhere near me because he's going to wind up in a bed with a cast. Whether his leg was broken or not, I'll break it beforehand to make sure he can't fucking go anywhere. I'll make him soup and call him a fucking cockadoodie all he wants. He's not going to want that. He's going to want to escape. He's going to go get ladies. I don't think he's a switch hitter, but give me a week. I'll try to talk to him. Hey man, come on. This would be awesome. For you. For you. For you. Now I'm doing Devo. It's not even fucking Bane anymore. For you. It's a beautiful world for you. It's a beautiful world for you. That's what Bane saying Devo. I was much better Bane earlier. How the fuck did I get here? We were talking about Wonder Woman. We were talking about Ant-Man taking a shit in Captain America's head. All right, so that could happen. So my point is, then I see those movies and I think to myself, why at some point they gotta, like, Captain America has to take a leak in the middle of the battle. So what does he do? He's got that weird spandex suit on. Iron Man's got a fucking thing, I guarantee it. The Hulk doesn't care. He'll shit wherever. Hulk will shit his pants. Thor doesn't shit. He's a space guy. And Loki too. Those guys are from outer space. They don't deal with shitting. But the rest of us, we got problems. But Ant-Man, like I said, he can fucking just get totally small. Fucking hide in somebody's fucking ear and boom, boom, boom. There you go. Your head's my toilet. Hold on. Maybe Your Head's My Toilet is the name of the show. I love giving myself choices. Your Head's My Toilet. I should have you know what? Maybe I'll run a poll and I'll ask people to vote on the name of this show. Perhaps I won't. What the fuck? How did we even get here? We were talking about things that mattered. I'm sure we were. Oh, we were talking about comedy and people and Hitler and Stalin on bumper cars. Everybody left. Fucking, if you said bumper cars, I'd leave. Hitler and Stalin, what the fuck? But then and I can't even imagine that the audience put them in those fucking, that was what they said. Yeah, go ahead. You guys should be Hitler and Stalin on bumper cars. Fuck that. I'm weird. And again, I shouldn't go after these people. Why should I? I'm an old man. I'm 50. I'm going to need these people to love me later. That's right. I need somebody to take care of me and make it happen because I'm a good person and I'm a nice fella. So it was my birthday over the weekend, and I am now 50. And so, like I said, everybody's busting my balls about being the 50-year-old boy, and I got no problem with that. That's fine. My birthday was spent. I had a fucking, actually, well, I'll tell you this. Here's one thing I did for my birthday was I woke up and I shaved. Now, I shaved off. I had a beard, folks. You might remember I had a beard. So when I would get close to the microphone, you would actually hear it rub against the microphone, unfortunately. But now it's gone. So here, listen. That's my whole chin. I woke up that morning and I always knew this. I'll tell you what, I always knew I was shaving the beard on my birthday. I always knew when I was 50 I was going to shave it. Just symbolic and whatever the fuck. I figured I would do it. And I was going to just go back down to a goatee. Look like a normal person again. And so I woke up and I knew, whatever. I had a day planned. I had driven really late on Friday, and I went to shave, and I went to fucking trim it and just make it like a goatee. And as I kept trimming it, and I got down further to goatee, I just went, you know what, man, just fucking do this. Just whack it, cut it off, just do that. And I did. And then I put a picture up on Facebook of me without my beard, and everybody was very nice. Everybody was nice. Thank you so much. Everybody said nice things. And my favorite thing that I heard was my mom. She's like, my son, oh my God, you look, Dan didn't believe it was you. And then she called me for my birthday, and she's like, oh my God. She goes, I cannot believe that photo of you. And I said, why? And she's like, you look 20 years younger. I go, Ma, there's no way I look 20 years. And she's just like, no, you do. She goes, you saw everybody else said it too. I go, yeah, but that's what social media is for. You put out a picture of yourself, and you want people to say good things. That's all it is. I mean, nobody puts out a picture thinking, hey, look how stupid I look. All right, you only put out a picture because you think it's good. And I put it up because, again, the beard was gone, so it was clearly a massive change. So it was just kind of an announcement, like as I even wrote done hiding, because I started growing the beard in November, and at the time I had just gotten back with Jill, and I started to grow it then, and it was funny because she was teasing me about it all the time, and I don't know if she liked it or she didn't like it. I could never get an answer out of her. So she was nice about it. Here's what I think she wanted. I would say to Jill, if you don't like it, because this was totally true, and I've mentioned this on the show, I said, it's your thighs. I said, so if you don't like this, let me know, and I will go ahead and take it and shave it. And she would say, no, you do what you want. And it was that, again, another weird, silly dance and game that we had in our relationship. I wanted her to tell me what she wanted. I wanted her to say shave it so I could shave it. I wanted her to because I wanted to please her. I wanted to make her happy. So, and I know she would not tell me not to do it, because then if people said I looked better with the beard, she then thought that she would take the blame for having me shave it. It was just a silly thing that we did all the time. We never wanted to be the one who was responsible for the other person having any sort of issue or difficulty, and we just kind of whatever. So that's why I was like, hey, tell me, do you like it or you don't like it? She's like, I don't know. It's I could tell, in my opinion, I don't think she cared for it, because she'd be like, no, it's different, that kind of thing. So I'd go, well, look, honey, if you want me to shave it, I'll shave it. It's fine. And then, the next 9 hours, I never got a straight bucket answer, so I just left it. And then I would leave it, and then I started to grow it, and then things changed, and then, that wound up being a different situation. And then I was like, fuck it. I've never grown a beard. I'm going to do this. I'm going to fucking grow it and be serious about it. And I've talked on this fucking show way too much about my goddamn beard, but the bottom line is I always in my head knew that I was probably going to shave it on my birthday, and I did. And that's why I wrote done hiding, because I've essentially been hiding behind it. You know what I mean? It was an experiment. And I wanted to see what I would look like with it, because I'd never tried it. And like I said, as I've said on many times on the show, sometimes I look like a law professor. Sometimes I look like Gabby Hayes. Who the fuck knows? Now, by the way, this would be one of those instances where I talk about references that nobody understands but me. Gabby Hayes was a fucking Western guy from a million years ago who had crazy facial hair. So I'm just letting you know that's who he is. And by the way, last night at Improv, somebody put me and Gabby Hayes in bumper cars. Oh, the hilarity that ensued. I'll tell you what, the laughter was only drowned out by the snoring of the young people in the audience, as they couldn't understand anything that we were talking about and didn't get any of the references. Holy fuck, how dare you take the stage? And look, I'm not saying you got to put old people to death, but maybe you just keep them away from the comedy stage. as they reference stuff, and literally, because it's that little thing where you won't, yeah. The other day I was on the phone at my house, and literally kids are like, I don't know what you're talking about. What phone at your house? Well, no, I have a landline. What's a landline? Oh, no, well, I was on my cell phone at the house. You were talking to somebody on your cell phone? That doesn't make any sense. I mean, the world changes so fucking quickly, and you've got to look at your references and go, Jesus Christ, are any of them dead? I mean, they got to be dead, right? I think back to stuff that I used to talk about, and I'm like, oh my God, that's all gone. Like, I can't, they're huge chunks of my old act that are completely fucking gone because of technology. It vaporized it from space. Which, by the way, that still exists. You can always use the reference vaporized from space because that will never go out of style. That's something that movies have created and the real world hasn't. So you've got until the real world creates it to make it a reference. But then I got to be honest with you, once we actually start vaporizing things from space, you're going to have to table that reference because it's just not going to be worth it anymore. So I got up Saturday, man. I shaved. Unleashed my face. My mom called me. She's like, oh my God, I can't believe it. She said my stepdad did not believe it was me. I will say this, though. Lily wrote on my page, she wrote, does Jack Nicholson know you stole his snarl? I think she wrote it. A snarl. And at first in my head, I was like, we're all friends here. Do we have to call me out? But I mean, in reality, I know she's teasing me. We're having fun. But also, then when I looked at the photo, I went, you know what? I can see some Nicholson happening there, just in the eyes. Just from that angle. I'm not saying I look like him. I'm not saying I'm him. I'm not saying I'm as cool as him. None of those fucking things apply or are appropriate. But I am saying that when I looked back, because I looked at the photo and in my head, I just went, you know what? I can actually see that. Like, I can see some Nicholson in the eyes. Weird. I don't know if that's just insanity. Could also be vanity. Could also be Hannity. Maybe I got some Hannity in my eyes. Oh no, that'd be terrible. I'd rather have vanity than Hannity. The humanity. All right, so I shave, I put up a photo, and then I had a buddy of mine in town, my friend Bob. Bobby G. My friend Bob Gillespie. I'm going to use his name. He was in town. Bobby G I'm going to tell you a story about Bob Gillespie. He was a comedian a long time ago. And when I first moved to Chicago, I went to try to do clubs and get involved. So I did a show at the Comedy Womb one time, trying to get booked there. I got booked, and then I wanted to get booked more often. So my buddy Jeff Mills, I don't know why I'm saying his last name, but Jeff from the UN of Evil, he came with me to the show. And we went out and we waded through what was, quite frankly, a fucking horrendous lineup. Now, the Comedy Womb, let me tell you, literally called the Comedy Womb, W-O-M-B, where comedians are born. Yes, that's right. Where great comedians are born, I think was the slogan. I don't know. Graham and I were trying to figure it out this weekend. But it was in Lyons, Illinois. And it was above a seafood restaurant. So you could show up there. You could get an Oysters Rockefeller. You could get a Clams Casino. And then you can go upstairs with garlic on your breath and try to make garlic breath patrons laugh. But it was literally above a seafood joint. So you'd walk up the stairs. And I remember trudging in and it had that old carpet. And just that you'd walk in and there were the ghosts of 1,000 laughs from everybody who'd been there before you. And also, I would say this, the ghosts of 1,000 laughs, but also the ghosts of 1,000,000 silences, because boy, they had some people trod the boards there that should not have been involved. Honestly, there were comedians there that were so bad that if I were Ant-Man, I would shrink myself and go in and take a shit in their ear. That's how bad they were. And a lot of those people were there that night. I'm talking about with me and Jeff. I will tell you, I went up and I was fucking awesome. Because I'm me, let's face it. And it was back then when I cared about being a funny guy and trying to get booked. See, that's a lie. I care now. Even at 50, I still care. I care even more now. The fuck am I going to do with my life? But back then, because I was coming, look, I'm coming to town. I'm a big shooter from Los Angeles. I'm trying to let people know that the kid's in town. The new man's on board. I had already done a set at Riddles Comedy Club and impressed one Jimmy Pardo to the point where he kept using my name from stage, and it made me so very happy because he was one of the funniest fucking guys I'd ever seen. I had already done a show at the Barrel of Laughs in Sinise's Winery in Oak Park. Oak Park? Yeah, Oak Park, where I was trying to get booked as well, and I had done well there, and I had also seen Mike Toomey, who I considered the future of comedy, one of the funniest fucking motherfuckers in the world. And also that same night, my friend Rex Havens saw me, and he came up to me and he's like, hey man, I really think you're hilarious. And then he brought me on the road as his fucking feature. And then he gave me, unbelievably, dude, Rex Havens is a guy who's underrated in my career, as such as it is, as I talk to you from an air conditioning fucking house. But Rex was a dude who saw me and he just went, man, you're funny. You're really sharp and funny. And then all of a sudden, he made it his, I mean, he's working to get his own self booked. I mean, he was a headliner and he was working all over the fucking place. But then he's telling me, He's like, I'll bring you to these clubs. I'll bring you. Just call them and tell them I referred you and I want you to come with me. And then one day he just gives me like a packet of information, and it's all these clubs and their bookers and their phone numbers and his reference. And he goes, call them. All of them will book you, and just say I told you to call. I mean, he really took me under his wing and helped me the fuck out. I went and stayed at his house a couple of times with his wife Sarah, and he had a cool ass house, huge. He had a batting cage out back. I mean, that's where I rode it. I drove a motorcycle at his house and an ATV. Just a fucking fantastic time. I've completely lost touch with him. I don't talk to him anymore. I'm pretty sure last I heard of Rex, he was very busy on the corporate comedy circuit. He was working. Because he had built himself as like a corporate comedian, and he would work clubs and kill it. But boy, oh boy, would he fucking then get these corporate gigs, and I think he's made himself into a monster for that. He and his wife Sarah were so good to me. I should fucking contact them. When your birthday comes along, you sit there and you go, man, whatever happened to this person? Because you'll hear from people. They'll say happy birthday. My buddy Bert, who when I was the house MC at the Naperville Funny Bone, he's another one who gave me this fucking huge break, because I was in town and I lived in Naperville, and I went in and I pitched him. I said, look, man, I work in town at like a fucking pizza joint, and so then I go on the road on the weekends, or I go on the road to go work these gigs. But if there's a time, if there's a way when I'm not on the road doing stuff, if I could work here kind of every week, that would be great. And he was like, yeah, I like that idea. So he made me the house MC at the fucking Naperville Funny Bone. So that meant I was getting stage time in a real comedy club every weekend. Whether I was on the road doing road stuff and fucking, hell gigs, or I was in town working at the actual fucking Funny Bone. It was fantastic. And then Bert referred me to other clubs to try to get me work. Just a cool guy. And he reached out to me on my 50th. He's like, you look great or whatever on the photo. And he goes, we got to catch up. And I was like, I will bother you soon. And because Bert now runs other clubs. And so then I had an idea. I'm like, well, maybe I'll touch base with him and see about working his club and bringing the one man out there, or a one man. I mean, I can't do the same one man. What if I did? What if I went on the road with the same thing I did in 2012? Holy fuck, would people hate me? Come up with something new, man. Go out. Look, if you're a guy who can sit in his apartment and just create the concept of Ant-Man taking a shit in Captain America's head, how the fuck are you not out there entertaining the masses? You should be out there on the road constantly being loved by people all over the world. So I'm going to contact Bert, whatever the fuck. So these people are great. So I got to contact Rex. He was just a really good guy who stepped up and helped me out. But I was at the Womb trying to get booked, because like I said, I'd been booked at all these other joints. So I'm at the Womb to get booked, and me and Jeff are just sitting there. We're watching people, and they suck. I mean, they're awful. There's a ton of comics who blow. There was some dude who went up, and to this day, Jeff and I call him Hanks WJ, because it was this big burly dude who he kind of looked like he had who is it? Otto Prater? Who the fuck? Billy Joe Prater. There's a comedian, Ollie Joe Prater. I think that was his name. Just a big fucking hillbilly who wore like a straw, like a cowboy hat and plaid. And he was a big fat dude. And he talked about eating mayonnaise and getting drunk and fucking girls. He was just awful. Ollie Joe Prater. He was a dirty comic. That was his deal. But this dude goes up, and obviously he was an Ollie Joe Prater fan. And he dressed, he looked like Hank Williams Jr. And his material was, I mean, so fucking beyond bad. And look, it was an open mic deal. They'd mix in some along with regular comics. So you'd wind up hitting a fucking speed bump every once in a while. But this wasn't a speed bump. This was a car bomb. I mean, Hanks WJ was fucking awful. He was so, he was so bad that we were watching that we couldn't make fun of him. We were watching it, and periodically we'd look at each other like, oh, Jesus, like this is happening. Like it was one of those incidents where you live through a terrible thing together and you have this trauma and you never forget it. And you just keep looking at one another to make sure that both of you are in the moment and present to understand exactly what you're witnessing. It was fucking atrocious. It was such a bomb, and he was terrible, and he kept, I think he had a dip in and he kept spitting, if I remember. He had a dip in and he kept spitting into a cup. Like after every joke, like to punctuate it, like, you had the dip in and he'd say a joke. Yeah, I tell you, her tits are so big, I tell you what, they didn't even fit in the cab of my truck. Like that fucking bad. And every time I finally look over at Jeff, and he's not even looking at me anymore. He's looking at the stage, and he's just like, oh. Like the face you would make if you drank spoiled milk. You know what I'm talking about? Ugh. Ugh. Like, we couldn't comprehend how fucking atrocious it was. It was as if Bad put on pants and showed up to say hi. It was terrible. So sure enough, man, I'm there and everybody's terrible, and I had done well, and Jeff is just kind of like, man, this is a fucking mess. Because again, he's also judging everybody by me. And I'm like, well, you obviously can't do that because I'm the fucking man. But then Bob, My friend Bobby G, Bob Gillespie goes on stage. I think I've talked about him on the show before. And he just fucking crushed us. And also, it works in combination with the fact that we had just sat through what was essentially like a drive-by shooting of bad comics. I mean, it was just this horrible mess. It was terrible. And then Bob went up, and he was not just not them. He was also very funny on his own. He fucking killed it. He was doing a bit about his dad. And at the time, Roger Clemens had just signed a $3 million contract. And and he was doing his dad being upset about the fucking money. And the bit was, he goes, $3 million? Because he's doing his dad's like a big Chicago guy. $3 million? Fuck that. You know what I'd do for $3 million? I'd let him put a glass tube into my penis and smash it with a mallet. Fucking $3 million. And then you know what? I'm not even done. They could pull out the shards out of my urethra with a shrimp fork. And I mean, we were just, and the face he made, and he was just kind of a goofy looking dude, and we were fucking rolling. It was so, and all of his material was strong and funny. You could put a glass tube into my penis, smash it with a mallet, and then pull the shards out of my urethra with a shrimp fork. Never forgotten it. Fucking gorgeous. Shrimp fork. What a fucking perfect choice. All right, so he comes off stage, and then I become friends with Bob, and then Bob thinks, for some reason, I'm really funny. We get along, we click, and Bob is really tight with Graham Elwood. Now, I don't meet Graham at the time. I don't see Graham later until he works at the Funny Bone one night, and I wind up doing a somersault. He's so goddamn funny. I'd never seen Graham. I'd heard his name, and then he shows up and fucking destroys. I don't know why our paths had never crossed. I think we were both features at the time, so I just never got to see him anywhere. But Jesus Christ, was he great. So fucking Gillespie becomes my friend, and we actually hang out a few times. He had like Blackhawks season tickets, and he asked me to go to a game. I was with Bob, the singularly most intense moment I've ever seen in a live sporting event, I think, in my opinion. Blackhawks, Detroit, Game 3 of the Western Conference Finals, 94 or 5, maybe. But the bottom line is it's the Hawks have to win. They're down 2-0 after losing 2 in Detroit. And these are the badass fucking Detroit teams. Yzerman, Konstantinov, all those dudes. And I think it goes to triple overtime. Might have been double, but it could have been triple. And we're in the old Chicago Stadium, and it's just smoking, and everybody's like, there's this tension in the fucking air. And at one point in the middle of the third period, Konstantinov comes in and he dumps a puck into the Hawk zone. It hits Eddie Belfour in the chest, climbs up his shoulder, and starts to roll off. And I swear to God, I maintain this to this day. The whole crowd, you can hear the whole crowd go, because it was, again, it's playoff hockey. Fucking anything can happen. Konstantinov flips it in and hits Belfour in the chest. It rolls up, like it ticks off of his mitt, hits him in the chest, rolls over his shoulder, and drops into the net. And I, to this day, maintain you could actually hear the switch on the goal light get turned on. It was so quiet in the fucking building. It's like you just hear the slap, it hits him in the chest, and then you just hear as the red light spins and fucking goal. Hawks down 3-0, series basically over. And he and I just looked at each other, and you know, we'd been there the whole day, and I was fucking hilarious. We had fun. I just always had fun with Bob because I make him laugh. So when I can make him laugh, then I don't know how to explain this phenomenon. You know what? You guys will get it. Actually, I think if anybody will get it, you guys will get it. When I'm making somebody laugh, I don't want to stop. I just want to keep going, and that's probably where the thing comes where I'm relentless. I just fucking, I almost, I don't want to say rickles, but I mean, I'll work a fucking room just to make Bob laugh. Like just to make you guys laugh. Because if Bob's laughing, I know I'm doing good and I can keep going. That's how Lily was. You know, when I would make Lily laugh, it made me want to keep going. It made me want to be funnier and funnier and funnier and find levels and levels and levels of what I was talking about. It's just, it's fucking meat to a dog, man. I mean, it's just, you keep throwing me steaks and I'm going to keep fucking chewing. It's fucking perfect. So that's how it is with Bob. I've told you guys before, I've never been funnier than I have been at a wake. Like I'm the funniest I've ever been when I'm at a wake. I don't know why. I know why. Bullshit. It's because I don't want to confront what's happening. I want to be a normal person, and avoid death. And I want to go ahead and try to make everybody laugh instead. I'm sure it's part of me trying to, I'm sure it's a childhood thing where I want to make sure that everything's okay. You know, like when my mom would have the silent treatment, and when you'd have to be like, yay, everything's fine, woohoo. You know, that weird fucking status thing where you're trying to make sure everybody's okay. So at the wake, I'm fucking hysterical. I walk because I don't want to go see a dead body, and I'm fuck you, stand by me. I got no interest in it. I'd rather be funny at the train tracks. So I've always said that, but I got to be honest, man. One of the funniest, perhaps the funniest I've ever been in my life. I wish this is so weird that Bob called me last week, because last week with Shannon, this came up, because I was talking about how, for the last 4 years, I was really intensely in a relationship that I threw myself completely into, and maybe I cared too much about changing who I was to try to make things whatever the fuck. I don't want to get into it because everybody's got a side. So fuck that. It's my show. I jumped through a lot of fucking hoops. I felt I think I tampered down a lot of who I was, and I changed who I was because I wanted I wanted things to work, but it just felt like I could never do enough in that area, and that's fuck. But it's my own fucking problem. So I was talking to Shannon 2 weeks ago, and I'm just like, I don't have anybody to hang out with. It's weird because, again, I'm 50. I don't have friends. I mean, I have friends, but they all got kids. Nobody's single. Nobody can just hang out. I mean, I miss, like when Ahmad was here, man, I had the fucking greatest time just doing shit with him. One of the fucking coolest things we did. Someday I'll tell you about all the shit we did because, I mean, I can't get into it now because why the fuck would I do that? That would just make sense. But one of the coolest things, one night we hung out, and actually one day, I forget what day it was, but we went to Universal Studios to go see the Harry Potter thing. He wanted to get in and see that. And he bought fucking front of the line passes. To this day, I still feel fucking terrible about it because he buys, we got to the front thing and I'm like, dude, front of the line passes are the way to go here. You don't have to wait for fucking anything. It's fucking amazing. And he's like, yeah, I don't know, but I don't know if we're going to be here that long. And I go, all right. I go, it's your decision, dude. I go, but for me, I'm just telling you, it's if you have to wait for an hour in a line in the sun, that once you're doing that, you'll be like, fuck, I should have bought a front of the line pass. So I basically talked him into getting front of the line passes, and then we get inside, and he's like, yeah, I don't really like roller coasters. I'm like, what? Dude, you're fucking kidding me. He's like, well, no, I don't mind. I'm like, I'll ride them, but it's not like, I'm here to see Harry Potter, and kind of that's it. And I'm like, oh, fuck, dude, I just talked you into spending like fucking $450. And he's just like, yeah, no, it's okay. I don't mind. And I'm like, no, I mind. Fuck, I'll pay you back. And he's like, no, he goes, I'll just send it back to you. Don't fucking pay me. And I'm like, dude, this is ridiculous. I don't even, and this is before the fucking sushi. So I guess technically it balanced out. The sushi, when the guy from Interscope picked it up, when our friend John McClane bought for us, maybe that made up for my Harry Potter fucking assassination, where I made him fucking pay front of the line passes for things he didn't like. But one of the days, so we went to Universal, we went to Harry Potter, we got in with the front of the line passes, and we walked around. It was fucking great. I mean, we went there, I know fuck all about Harry Potter. Again, like I mentioned, hi Liana, I'm sorry, I apologize, your stuff's still in the cellophane, I haven't watched them, I haven't read them, I will, I promise. But to me, it was more cool to see Ahmad, who loves that stuff, and he got to explain everything to me, which I'm sure he didn't fucking care for. He loves the stuff, he just wants to enjoy it. And I'm like, who's Dumbledore? He's like, no, fucking Dumbledore, idiot. Don't you know that? I go, who's Draco Malfoy? No, it's Draco Malfoy. Come on, man, get with the or Draco, whatever the fuck. But he was very gracious and very nice because I would ask him a million questions about Harry Potter and he would tell me, oh my God, and we fucking stopped, dude, we got butterbeer. They had butterbeer there. That was one of their deals. They're like, hey man, we got butterbeer. Come here and check it out. So they had frozen butterbeer and then just like cold butterbeer. So we got one of each. And one was a slushie and one is just like a really ice cold beverage. And if you don't know what butterbeer is, it's essentially, basically they melted a million Werther's candies and then put them on ice. It's not that syrupy, like they put a little seltzer in there, but I mean, oh my Christ, dude, it's just straight butterscotch. That's what it is. It's butterbeer is butterscotch drink. And we bought it and we each took like 3 sips, and then I just looked at him and I mean, look, I go, look, this is really delicious, but I can't drink it. I go, it's just like a straight fucking shot of sugar heroin directly into my stomach, and I can't fucking do it. I drank 3 and I started to get the spins because I get that sugar dumping thing. And so I look at him and every time I have this code, and I used to do it with, I did it with Karen, and I think I did it with Jill, and then I did it to Ahmad because he's now my girlfriend. And I'll put my hand on my chest or my stomach, and I'll go, oh. It's almost like a ripoff of the Edie McClurg thing from fucking Ferris. But it's also, I'm sick. Like I couldn't possibly eat another bite, or I couldn't do this. Just like, oh. And I would do, every time I would do it to him, he'd just be like, oh man, that bad. So we wound up just ditching the butterbeer. It was fucking brutal. But they had like a fucking Harry Potter train. You could buy a Harry Potter cloak. The guys who devised this they should all get bonuses and raises for the rest of their fucking lives. The money that they're bringing home, that they're making from this. They have a wand store, okay? Now, the wands are all individually shaped to conform to certain characters. So, you know, there's a fucking, who's the mean guy with no Voldemort. There's a him. You can get his wand, and it's got like a skull on it. I think it's made of white bone. And then there's Dumbledore, and then there's Harry himself, and then, you know, everybody wants a different person. There's Draco Malfoy, there's Hermione. All of these different characters have different wands, and there's got to be at least 75 wands in this joint, maybe more. Because also, I guess there's also just like mean orcs or mean dudes who have fucking wands, and I mean, they're all there. Now, you would think the wand store would be enough, okay, to just buy a wand, right? But you can actually buy an enhanced wand and use it throughout the park. When you go and you see a certain symbol on a window or on a post, you can take your wand and if you use your hands a certain way, it gives you a secret message or it lights something up for that character. The line out the wand store alone was ridiculous, because people, and then you walk around and there's little kids in fucking Harry Potter, the robes, wizard garb or whatever the fuck, and they're all waving their hands. And I saw them doing it at first, and I didn't know what they were doing. And then Ahmad, when we went into the wand store, he goes, "Oh yeah," he goes, these are coded so you can use them throughout the park." And I go, "Is that what those fucking girls were doing in the window?" He's like, "Yep." And I'm like, "Oh, genius, fucking genius." Like, I'm always thinking of ways to engage you guys and get you on board with me and try to bring you a little bit more into the show so we have more of a bond. And when I saw that, I was like, whoever thought of this is a fucking genius, because the kid doesn't just get a stick. The kid now gets to participate all over the goddamn park. It's fucking worth the money. Because it's like, I think it's more for the coded wand than it is for just a regular wand. And of course, if you're a parent, you're fucking pissed. Because if you bring your kid and you're going to buy him a wand, and they're like, well, you know, if you get the coded wand, he's getting messages all over the park. You can't tell your kid no. What are you going to say? No, I don't want you to have special messages from Harry Potter. Sorry. Go get a butterbeer and pass out from the sugar high. Jesus Christ, you can't drop that in anybody's fucking lap. So you got to buy the coded wand. And then we went in and we looked at all the different stuff. And I guess there's fucking, all right, I'm gonna remember these. I won't pretend that I don't know them. There's Gryffindor, which I think is actually Harry. There's Hufflepuff, which I think is fucking nobody. And then there's Slytherin, which is the bad guys. And then there's another one. So I'm looking at all this shit, and they had some cool, like they had robes, like full-length adult robes for these fucking crews. They had keychains and fucking sweatshirts and hats and everything. And I looked at it, and look, I don't know anything about any of them. I only know who's bad and who's good and all that stuff because fucking Ahmad told me. But just from a pure aesthetic standpoint, the Slytherin stuff is so much cooler. I mean, granted, it's because my favorite color is green, but I mean, when you see the Slytherin stuff, you're like, holy fuck. And I know that the bad guys, and I guess bad guys get more of a fashion sense, but all of their green stuff was fucking fantastic. There was a sweatshirt that I actually, in my head, I was like, I kind of want this. Like, I don't know if I want to wear a fucking Harry Potter Slytherin thing, but the color and the green, the black, and the fucking trim, it looked really gorgeous. But then I went, oh, by the way, you're going to be 50 in a couple of weeks, and you got a beard out here that fucking kids are waving their wand at because they think there's a message in it. So maybe you don't buy yourself a green sweatshirt, dumb fuck, that says Slytherin on it. Grow up. But yeah, I mean, they had all this stuff there. It was amazing. You looked. And so there's Hufflepuff, too. That made me laugh because I'm like, who's Hufflepuff? He goes, they're just neutral. I'm like, who the fuck would ever buy Hufflepuff? I mean, I guess you got to make it because somebody has to get the choice, and maybe someone's ironically buying Hufflepuff. But if they're the dickbags of the Harry Potter universe, who the fuck's going to buy their sweatshirt? It's either bad or good. You can't be neutral. Nobody's chaotic neutral. You can't do that and buy the sweatshirt for it. Look, you can be chaotic neutral, but don't wear fucking clothes advertising it. I got news for you. If you wear Slytherin, everybody knows you're Slytherin. You're a bad guy. If you wear Gryffindor, everybody knows you're wearing Gryffindor. You're a good guy. Don't wear anything else. Like, literally, if you're not wearing Gryffindor and you're not wearing Slytherin, you know who the fuck you are? Hufflepuff. Everybody in the world not wearing the other two is Hufflepuff. You don't need to buy a shirt to say you're neutral. Fuck that. Step off, man. The Hufflepuff marketers need to step the fuck down. I got news for you. Every other thing that isn't Slytherin or Gryffindor is that is Hufflepuff. Right now, I'm wearing a fucking Baby Blues t-shirt. Hufflepuff. Lou, the racist bartender, just walked out. He's got a fucking button-down shirt. Hufflepuff. If you're not wearing Slytherin or Gryffindor, that's hard to say back to back. Gryffindor or Slytherin, you're definitely a fucking Hufflepuff. So make the choice and make it wisely. They had rides in Harry Potterville. I couldn't get on them. I was too big. I've gone back and forth. Like, I can get on the regular roller coasters and shit, but I think they made the Harry Potter stuff smaller to get more people on them or something. I don't know, because I tried to sit in the one. They had like, hey, sit in this cart and see if you'll fit. And I'm like, oh man, that's a ride in itself. Like literally, you've now, you know what you've now done? You've taken the ride concept and you've incorporated the freak show concept, like the carnival boardwalk. So it's like, step right up, see the fat guy who can't ride the Harry Potter ride. Watch a man's disappointment in real time. Step right up. Watch his humiliation as he tries to cram his fat, pasty body into a Harry Potter thing that only a child would enjoy. So I did. I said in the thing, I go, dude, I can't do this. So Ahmad went by himself, and he said it was really intense. He goes, it was totally fun. But he also said you didn't know Harry Potter. You would have loved the ride, but you wouldn't have gotten any of the bullshit that was in it. So I was like, all right, well, that's fine. But at Universal, we were there. We were hanging out. And again, it was just so fun to have somebody to do stuff with, to go and do, to make a laugh, to have fun and goof around. We went to Voodoo Donut, which was there at Universal. And look, man, you know me. I go to Portland. I buy fucking Voodoo Donut right away. I tried to go to Voodoo Donut here when it opened. And A, I heard there were lines out the door. But then B, when I went, they were trying to make me pay $20 to park. I go, I'm just running in for donuts. They're like, yeah, no, you can get validated. I go, does the donut joint validate? He goes, no, you can get it at the movie theater. Well, what? Now I'm on a fucking spy mission to save $20? I just want to buy a goddamn Mango Tango. Get off my fucking back. But literally, he's like, no, just go to the movie theater, tell them you're seeing a movie, they'll validate it for you, and then you just get your donuts, and then you can leave. And I'm like, I'm not a secret agent. I don't want to fucking go in and lie to 9 people just to get a goddamn pastry. It seems fucking ridiculous. But I skipped it. But then when I was there with Ahmad, we made the move. Oh, and we also did this. First of all, when we left Harry Potter, we're walking through the Universal City Walk, and then we stopped at Ludo's Chicken Shack because Chef Ludo LeFay has fucking amazing chicken sandwiches. We ate that. But then we went across the way, and they had one of those water massage joints. You ever see those? Like you lay in a fucking chamber and you get a water massage. And Ahmad's like, you want to do that? I'm like, I'm your kid. I'm on your dime, man. Let's do it. Whatever you want to do, I'm in. So they locked us up in a couple of water chambers. And I have to admit, it was soothing, but also it sucked because it was really hot. So like, I'm just sweating in the fucking thing. And also you don't get undressed. Like I think it's like in a tanning bed, you get naked, right? So I guess maybe you're not supposed to. I did. But I mean, you just get naked to go to a tanning bed. So this thing's just as close quarters as a tanning bed, but you're wearing like your shirt and your clothes. I'm wearing shorts. I took my shoes off, but it didn't matter. It just felt fucking weird. Like it was really, because it's, you're laying on a leather pad and then there's a leather thing on top that puts the water into your back. It just felt like I guess it was like a massaging coffin, and it was just warm, and I just didn't care for it. But it was good. I mean, I'd say this, it felt good on my fucking legs and on my back. The massage part was great. But being uncomfortably hot and sweaty, I'm just like, man, you better spray this the fuck down, because I'm about to lose 4 pounds in this motherfucker, and somebody else is going to dive into my fucking former thighs. That's not fun. But then we get out of the thing, we put it, and you feel kind of groggy, because you've been laying there for fucking 20 minutes getting water hosed. And it's essentially, it's like waterboarding, but really nice, comforting waterboarding. We get out, we get dressed, and the guy goes, here, take a look at this. And he attaches us to some like weird electrodes. And then he takes this weird like vibrating comb and he massages our scalp with it. Dude, I was like, and finally, after like 25 minutes of us getting massaged and having these things attached to us where he had a thing on my lower back, and with Ahmad, I think he put it on his shoulder. And you just, you got to control the intensity. You got to turn up the vibrations. It was an electric massager. And I understand what he's doing. He's trying to sell us this thing, because at the end he's going to make a pitch. But weirdly, like I said, to spend a half hour on us, I know they were kind of dead in there, but it also felt like, I looked at Ahmad and he goes, this guy got a crush on us? Like, why is he fucking doing this? And he goes, I don't know, it's worth it. And then Ahmad almost bought the thing. He's like, I actually really like this thing. I'm like, well, buy it. But then Ahmad, again, the curse of retail everywhere is, I could probably get it cheaper on Amazon. Just that sentence alone is death to retail in this fucking world. I could probably get it cheaper on Amazon. I've done that. I've gone to fucking, even Target, where everything's cheap. And I'll go online and I look for like, I bought a soap dish and a liquid soap container. And then I went online. I'm like, well, I wonder if it's on Amazon. But then, Amazon also is full of a bunch of cheap garbage too. And you don't want to fucking just buy it just because it's cheaper. If you got something in your hand you like it, just fucking pay for it. Be a grown up. So Ahmad, he passed on that. And we went walking up. We went to Voodoo Donut. And there was a line. But that's okay. We stood in line for donuts and we had a talk. And this is funny. At Universal Studios, they made them change the name of the Blunt Donut. Or they can't sell the Blunt Donut. And then they had another donut they made them change the name of because it was kind of, or the Dick and Balls donut, they can't sell that. Because again, there's children everywhere. So they can't sell the ones that are kind of questionable, and they made them change the name of a couple of donuts. And we were having a conversation with the woman in the front of the line. And of course, it's Voodoo Donut. So they literally go down to fucking Tent City in downtown LA, and they're like, hey, who has the most tattoos? We'd like you to come and work in our donut shop. There's some homeless woman with red dreads, you know what I mean, who's got fucking a tattoo on her eyelids that say "Eat me," you know what I mean, just that chick. But that's their thing, man. That's who they got. But you can't name a donut a blunt. But instead, you've got some woman who looks like a half a yoga teacher, half a porn star, who's got ink all the way down her fucking spine. But we got the donuts, and then we were trying to figure out what to do because we'd spent time, we'd been running around, and it had been a crazy couple of days because this is in the middle of his trip. And he goes, it was only like 6 o'clock at night or 7 o'clock, and we were beat because we'd walked around in the sun all day at Universal. And then I go, what do you want to do? And he goes, I don't want to do anything. And I go, you just want to go back to your room? And he's like, no, I don't, I go, well, you want to just like come to my joint and watch the fucking, because we had gone to the Japanese wrestling, and I go, and we had taped it. I go, you want to come watch New Japan? He goes, yeah. He goes, let's go to your house. So we go to my apartment, and rather than watch New Japan, he goes, well, because I have a Roku and I have the streaming, but I don't, I didn't sign up for Netflix and stuff yet because I'm a weirdo, and I've explained why. Because I get a 30-day free trial, but I want to start it on the 1st so I get a full free month. And I know it's a full free month even if I started on the 14th, fuck you, but for some reason my brain is tiny and I can't parse it. But sure enough, I had the Roku streaming, and then he's like, well, go to Chikara Pro Wrestling, Chikara. And that was an event that Ahmad had attended live here in Philadelphia. And he told me, he goes, they're just ridiculous. Like, the wrestling it's silly, but they also do comedy. It's you have to see it. And there was a clip from Chikara that went viral a couple of years ago where these two wrestlers were Egyptians. They wore masks, and one jumped on the other. He put his legs around the guy's waist, and he did like a weird snake hypnosis, and he hypnotized everybody in the locker room, and they all did a weird dance, and then they stripped their clothes off. I don't even know the name of it, but it was just the stupidest thing in the world, but it was also the greatest thing because everybody was into it, even the fans. Like, because that's the thing, is Chikara's in on the joke. The fans are in on the joke. They do actual real wrestling, but they'll also mix in ridiculous comedy. Like, there were these two clown guys who were like partners. One's like Clown Junior. I couldn't even describe it to you, but it was totally fun. There's this one wrestler, I don't know his name, but his gimmick is he can't be bothered. He's too lazy to do anything. So like, I think he brings it like he brings orange juice to the ring. Is his name Orange Juice? I don't fucking know. But he doesn't do any moves. When he pins you, he'll yawn. Like, he's that guy. He's the apathetic wrestler. I fucking loved it. I thought that gimmick was so hysterical. And so we went on the Chikara app because, Ahmad, he's a member of it. And we watched all these old cards from like high school gyms. And you see that they get people out there who get it and get the jokes. Dude, there was this one fight. All right, this one dude fought. There's an Elvis impersonator. All right, this is going to make no sense. There's an Elvis guy, and he fought a guy who's a really bad singer. I'm going to try to explain this to you, and it's not going to make sense because I don't know the real name. But there used to be a wrestler named like Tom McGraw. And then the gimmick was Tom McGraw lost and he was broke. So he had to sell his name, Tom McGraw, to another guy. So this guy became Tom McGraw trademark. And then Tom McGraw tried to come back, but he couldn't be Tom McGraw because this other guy bought his name Tom McGraw. So the other Tom McGraw has to wrestle under the name like Bill Wilson. I mean, it's like that's silly. So the guy who's Tom McGraw trademark comes out to fight Elvis impersonator, and he's a bad singer. Like he bought the name because he wanted to have a famous name to promote his singing career. This is so stupid. But it's funny because you're like, well, why are they doing this? Who's buying it? Whatever. So Elvis impersonator fights fake Tom McGraw, and Elvis impersonator just starts whipping the shit out of him. And then at one point, he's doing chops. Now, chops are a big thing in wrestling. You hit a guy in the chest, woo! Everybody yells woo like Ric Flair. So he's hitting him, he's chopping him, everybody's chopping him, and then he brings fake Tom McGraw outside and he lets the ref chop him and he lets people in the audience chop him, and then he gets a conga line and people come out of the audience and they're all chopping Tom McGraw. People, like, they're in the match, they all walk past him and they chop him, and he's selling it like they're beating his ass, even though they're hitting him really lightly. Of course the fans are in on it too, so nobody really hits him. It's just foolishness. And then a dude comes up with a baby. And they're like, and the fans start chanting, baby, baby, baby. And he takes the little baby's hand and he chops Tom McGraw, and McGraw sells it. Oh, dude, it was genius. It's just incredible silliness mixed with athleticism. It's like they took pro wrestling and went, well, let's just fucking turn it on its head and make it an actual silly joke, but with really great wrestling tied in. But so that explains what it was. But that night, we just sat in my house. We'd fucking sat in my house, we goofed around, we ate donuts, and we watched fucking Chikara Pro Wrestling. It was fantastic. It was like I told you when I went to Kuwait that time, we went to the Hangout. And it was me, Eastern European Abdullah, Blind Abdullah, regular Abdullah, fucking Ahmad, and we just hung out in the basement. And they played video games. They played fucking EA hockey, and we ordered fucking food and laughed. And I missed that, man. I fucking missed that so much. It's so bad. Like, I keep trying to get John, my trainer. I'm like, you want to go to the movies? You want to go do something? Because I'm constantly looking for friends. So I said that to fucking Shannon. I'm like, I need people to hang out with. I need friends. It's weird. It's very strange. It's just a weird feeling. You know, I mean, I'm decent alone, but at the same time, you want to have people. So for Bob to call me, it was fortuitous. Because like I said, when we would hang out, I'd make him laugh all the time. And to finish the thought, you know, I mentioned I'm really funny at wakes. Perhaps the funniest I've ever been in my life. And like I said, I mentioned it to Shannon when I was talking about I need guys to hang out with. I need people because it energizes me. One time I got invited to spend New Year's Day with Bob Gillespie and his friends. So, and Bob's friends with, like, he has his buddy Eric. He has, you know, he's got a crew too that he runs with, a bunch of dudes. So I went there and hung out, and we watched bowl games all day. This is back again in the mid 90s. So that's when, you know, there was the Rose Bowl, the Cotton Bowl, the Orange Bowl. All of them were the same day. So you get just a fucking day with like 10 games, and we would bet. We would bet during the games and just you'd goof on the next play, pass or run. I mean, it was just all this money changing hands, singles constantly being passed back and forth. We would bet on commercials. Dude, they had a game called Perishable or Non-Perishable. So you had to bet on what the next product would be that would be advertised. Was it a perishable, something that you could eat or drink, or was it non-perishable, like a fucking, you know, garbage bags or a trip? I mean, so much fucking fun. And those guys alone, they had their own language. Because they're a group, they're a crew. Bob's really funny. His friends are really funny. It reminded me of me and the UN of Evil. All these guys that you've known for your whole life, and you can finish each other's fucking sentences, and you make people laugh. So I go, and you never know how you're going to be accepted in that kind of group. So I sit down, and we start watching games, and we start betting, and we start joking, and I'm joking, and I'm joking, and I'm joking, and they're joking, we're joking. And then it becomes obvious that They find out who I am, and I know that sounds ridiculous, but they find out that I can not only hang, but I'm like this weird, almost like a science experiment. Like, who the fuck is this guy? Like, where did this guy come from? He's like different planet funny. Like, it's weird. And I got to be honest. We talked about it this weekend, and I told Shannon this. I don't know if I've ever been funnier in my life, other than awake, than I was that fucking New Year's Day, because I felt unstoppable. I mean, a guy would come at me and I'd have a line, and then another guy and I'd have a line, and then I'd have a line, and we were rolling, and I could always have a joke and then top a joke, and then I'd laugh, and then they'd make me laugh, and I'd make them laugh, and then they'd start asking me questions, and I'd make them laugh even more. And I always say that line, we here are playing on a level that most will never see. Because, you know, my head works fast, and when I would work with Pardo, you know, together, the two of us, our heads worked fast. Graham, Bob, these are guys, when you meet them and you fucking fall in line with them, it's just like gears turning. Like you were meant to be together and joke back and forth and kick it back and forth. And I feel this way about me and Tom Hardy. I know there's no doubt that when I get together with Tom Hardy, oh my God, we're going to stare in each other's eyes and finish each other's sentences, and I'm going to make him laugh, and he's going to make me cry. It's going to be beautiful. But that day at Bob's, and I only use this reference now because I know what it is, but at the time I wouldn't have, but I felt like I was in the Matrix. Like stopping bullets and killing it and being funny, almost like Darth Vader. That was the analogy I used to use, where he just walks down a hallway and kills like 100 dudes. That's what I had. I was unfucking touchable. I had fucking power. I was so funny, and everybody there by the night game, the Orange Bowl, everybody wanted to talk to me. They're all around me. I mean, the women, the guys, they're all laughing. That was the thing. It wasn't this. I wasn't at the expense of anybody. It wasn't alienating, because I know I can get that way too. I can get kind of roasty and be funny. And I was doing that there, and I was busting balls and making that happen. But then they were busting back, and then I would laugh, and then I'd bust them again. And then it just got to a point where it was just camaraderie. It was a kind of a dance in the beginning, just a feeling out process. You're throwing jabs. And then I just fucking let my hands go. And then just forget it. Everybody gets lit up. I lit up an entire fucking room. It was like Bruce Lee or something, where just everybody's charging and I'm just knocking them all the fuck out. It was gorgeous. And so that's who Bob is to me. My touchstone to Bob is he's one of the funniest fucking dudes I know. And then that day where I just had the funniest, most unbelievable time with him and his friends. So he calls me up to fucking hang out for my birthday. And sure enough, man, he's only in town like a day and a half. And he's like, hey, look, Sabrina wants to meet his girlfriend because she saw Earbuds. She saw Graham's movie. And he's like, she thinks she already knows you just from seeing the clips and then everything I've told her about you. So I'd really like you to meet her. She's in town. So I said, tell me, I'm in. Wherever you want to go, whatever we're going to do. So we had lunch in Venice. I went down to meet him and Graham and Sabrina for lunch in Venice. And we're right on the beach. Got some fish tacos. And then talked for fucking 2.5, 3 hours. And just had the greatest fucking time, just breathing the ocean air and laughing, making Bob laugh, making Sabrina laugh. That's the best thing again, because I'm I don't want to say an acquired taste, but I mean it can take you a second to understand who I am and what I'm doing, and I might rub you the wrong way right out of the gate, but I didn't. She was ready for it because I guess she'd gotten introduced to me through Earbuds, so she knew what to expect. And then it's I'm with Graham, so we're just being fucking funny and we're throwing stuff back and forth, and Bob. And I think Sabrina probably just sat back and was like, Jesus Christ. Because again, when you see dudes lock in and you watch comedians going back and forth, I've talked about it before. It's like that time I took Jill into the green room and it's me, Pardo, Noonan, and Toomey. And you're just watching it and you're just going, Jesus Christ. This is like being, back at a fucking amazing, I can't, here's how good at it I am. I can't even think about what it was like. I have no analogy at the ready. I wanted to think of like a summit of geniuses, but I'm like, I don't know. Did Einstein ever meet Shakespeare? I have no fucking idea. So, when you see it happening, And so that lunch, we were having that fun. We just kind of clicked in. And I haven't seen Bob in fucking years, man. It's got to be 6 years. I think he might have been in town for some premiere of Graham's, like Afghanistan maybe. But I mean, I haven't seen him in fucking forever. But it doesn't matter. Once you got people like that you're on board with, and he's a fucking, he's a big deal. He's a fucking tech guy. He started companies. He's got fucking VC guys giving him millions of dollars. I mean, he's just that dude. And I always knew he would be. And his family is also, his lineage. Like, I mean, his fucking grandfather is the greatest coach in the history of Illinois. He's and then his fucking brother is a head coach right now at a Division I women's school. He was working at a men's school. His sister's an assistant. His whole family's really. I will tell you this: his brother Steve Gillespie is a stand-up comedian who's been on fucking Conan and is going to be at 20/20 next week on August 7th. Because Bob was like, hey, you got to book Steve, and I was like, fuck yeah, I'm in. Let's do it. So Steve will be joining me next week. But to see Bob and to sit with him and Graham, it was just fucking fantastic. And I didn't know what I was going to do on my birthday. I was like, well, I could head down to fucking, I was going to go to the UFC. I actually was considering going to the UFC. Metallica was at the Rose Bowl, like all these different things where I'm like, man, I could do this. I should do that. It's your 50th. It's a big deal. It's something to make happen. Go out and do an event, something you'll always remember. But I already went to Urasawa this month. Like, I mean, a month ago, and I had an unbelievable experience there. And, just a couple of weeks ago, I wound up going to U2 at the Rose Bowl, and I had an ultimate experience there. And then 2 weeks ago, I went to Canada. I went and saw that SCTV show because listeners brought me out there, and I go, that was a fucking ultimate experience. And in my head, I went, you know what, man, you've already had experiences. Look at just in the past, like, fucking 2 months, the things you've done. Like I said, U2 at the Rose Bowl, you went here, you went to Canada, people brought you there, you had a fucking amazing time, you're throwing axes, you're just having the greatest. And so I went, you know what, man, make this like a family day. So my brother had invited me to his house for a cookout. And I was like, all right, well, I might be going to the fights, but I'm not sure yet. I haven't decided. And then I was like, fuck this. I'm not doing it. My nieces were in town. I didn't get to spend much time with them. And I said, all right, yeah, you know what, man, I'm in. I go, you want to get the fight? He's like, oh, man. He goes, Larry wants to watch the fight anyway, so we're getting it at my house. So Bob and Sabrina, after lunch, they came with me. Graham had to split, but Bob and Sabrina went with me to Lenny's house. We went to Lenny's apartment. My nieces were there. And then Lenny's whole apartment complex, like, he's got the hangout apartment. Like, I don't, I know the people here, but it's, they're all older and I don't hang out with anybody. But Lenny knows. I mean, and it's also probably has to do with the fact that I'm more of a misfit and Lenny's more of a gregarious, outgoing dude. Like, Lenny will invite his whole apartment complex to his shows. When I did fucking 20/20, they all came. Lenny hangs out with these guys at the pool. They hang at his house. They'll, like, have beers at his house and then they'll go upstairs and watch hockey at a guy's house. I mean, that's just, that's what I like and that's what I wish I had. So Lenny had it. So I come over there and I met these guys, Todd and all these people in his apartment complex were really nice, and Lenny cooked out ribs and chicken. My nieces were there. There was pie. I brought donuts from Blue Star in Venice, and Bob and Sabrina were there, and then this happened, dude. Fucking, I told a story on the show about a guy I grew up with, a guy named Larry Swick. Larry, again, was the definition of cool when I was a kid. When I was in 6th grade, he was in 7th. He used to give girls a pink slip when he'd break up with them. He gave Gina Formella a pink slip, and then he slapped her in the face with a white glove. Now look. It was a different time back then. We're looking at like 1978. So it was sixth grade was 78. No, man, it's 70. This is 77. And I was in fifth grade. He was in sixth grade because they were in middle school. And I had one. Yeah, fuck yeah, holy shit. So anyway, Larry was one of the coolest dudes ever. Because I told this story. He broke up with Gina Formello with a pink slip. He had different pink slips. He had the El pink slip in Spanish. He had the La pink sliparoo in French. And he would break up with a girl and he'd give them a pink slip. And then he literally slapped Gina Formello in the face with a white glove. I know that's challenging to do a duel, but to him it meant breaking up. Because again, he's 11 or 12 or whatever the fuck age he was. Well, then Gina Formella told her brothers, and they told these guys. And Frank Machuda, one time they came after school and they beat the fuck out of Larry. Like Frank Machuda, they pinned Larry up against the fence, Gina Formella's older brother and Frank Machuda, and they beat Larry up. They like pinned him against the fence. They picked him up and threw him over the fence. They picked him back up there, and he's covered up taking shots. He's getting hit. He's a kid. I remember watching it, and this is totally the truth. They beat him up, and they're like, "Yeah, fuck you," and they get in a car and they drive away. I mean, that's how old they were. He's in seventh grade or whatever, sixth grade, and they drove up. They were high school kids, and they beat him up. And I will never forget it. He was bleeding. He stood up, and he put on a pair of mirrored sunglasses, and he walked home. Probably the coolest thing I've ever seen in my life. To this day, even 40 years later, I've got to say that was just to pull that off, to take a fucking trimming in front of everybody, because the whole school was there. Everybody knew. Gina was laughing and pointing, and he just got tuned up. And then he stood up, he put on mirrored sunglasses, and he walked home. And I tell that story, and people are just like, come on. I'm like, no, fuck you. It happened. So I'm fucking Lenny. It's, again, 35 years ago. I haven't seen this guy. I don't know anything about him. No, fuck, that's even 40 years ago. Jesus. So Lenny, he connects with Larry. Larry lives in California. Lenny connects with him via social media, and they become friends. Larry's going to a couple of Lenny's comedy shows. So Lenny tells me Swick's going to be at the barbecue. And that was another reason I couldn't pass it up. I'm like, you got to be fucking kidding. So I show up. Larry comes, and I try to be nice because all the people in the apartment come. So I walk in, I'm introducing myself, and I go to this guy and I go, "Hi, I'm Mike." He goes, "Yeah, I'm Larry, you dumb fuck." And I'm just like, "Oh my fuck, dude." Because then I see him and I go, "That's Larry." He's just grown up and older and looking different, but you can still see the little kid of him within the shell of the old person around him. You know what I mean? It's just insane. And we start talking and we start laughing, and he remembers all of it. This is the craziest thing. First of all, he hands me a birthday gift. I'm like, why the fuck are you getting me a gift? I haven't seen you in 40 years. And I open it up, and you know what he gives me? This is fantastic. He gives me, remember I mentioned earlier I got a bobblehead on my desk now? I do. It's a fucking Oakland Raiders bobblehead. And he gave me a package of, here, listen, right there, Oakland Raiders pencils. A 6-pack of Oakland Raiders pencils. Now, when I was a kid, dude, I loved the Raiders. I mean, I liked the Bears, but I loved the Raiders growing up. I'm sure it was that thing where they were winning and I was a kid, but also I bought into the black and silver, the tough guy. I loved Stabler. I loved all of them. And they were just it. And I still love them to this day. Like, I mean, the Raiders are my second favorite team. They're just fucking, there's just something about them. I think the league is more interesting when they're good. I love the mystique. I love everything about the uniforms. I loved them playing in Oakland. And also, I will tell you this is totally true. When I was a kid, I just decided Oakland was my second favorite city. I lived in Chicago, but I loved Oakland because I loved the Oakland A's, because I loved green. Green was my favorite color, and they had all these different green uniforms. I loved the California Golden Seals because they played in Oakland, and they had also green in their uniform. And I loved the Golden State Warriors because I loved Rick Barry, and I loved their uniform. I had a refrigerator magnet. It's so weird when you're a kid, the touchstones you have, but I had a fucking refrigerator magnet of their old logo, which was the state of California, through like a hoop, and it said Golden State Warriors. And I just, to the point where when we were kids, we lived on Gordon Avenue. And we named we had a football team where we'd play other streets. And I said, we're the Gordon Street Warriors. That's who we are, Gordon Street Warriors. And they were like, everybody's like, all right, cool. And I wanted shirts and jerseys, the whole fucking thing. We had, like, I think Lenny made a mock-up of them. It was fantastic. So I've loved Oakland forever. I don't know why. And also the name Oak, for some reason for me, it was wheelhouse, and I loved the Raiders. So fucking Swick remembers that 40 years later. He goes, yeah, I brought it. And then Lenny said, you're more of a Bears fan now. And I go, dude, I still love the Raiders. I go, I'm a Bears fan, absolutely. I go, but I do love the Raiders. I go, I can't believe you remember that. He goes, oh, man, no. He goes, I totally remember that. You love the fucking Raiders and da-da-da. And he goes, and you're a Cub fan and a Philly fan, right? I go, no, I've always been a Philly fan. I go, I want the Cubs and the Sox to win. He's like, yeah. He goes, I looked for a Phillies hat for you, but they didn't have one in the Inland Empire where I live. And I'm like, of course they didn't. They barely, and he said the fucking salesman goes, they barely have them in Philadelphia these days. I'm like, fuck that guy. We're coming back. But then Larry starts telling stories. He's like, "Do you remember this? Do you remember this?" And I'm like, "Jesus Christ!" He remembered. Remember I told you the story where we ditched school, and then we walked across a field of mud, like toward Bolingbrook from Romeoville, like we were going to go to Old Chicago. And he's like, "Well, actually," he goes, "we were going to fucking McDonald's because they were the first McDonald's to serve Sundays." I was like, "God damn, you're right." We were on a mission to go get a McDonald's Sunday, and we quit because the farm was too thick with mud. And then my mom went to the school and she hit Lenny and beat the hell out of us. I told you this story in like by year one. But Larry remembered it like beat for fucking beat. I'm like, how do you remember this shit? And then he's looking at me. He's like, I don't know. How do you remember it? I'm like, yeah, that's a good point. I remember all this stuff. He's like, and he goes, because then we're talking to strangers. It's like, I know Larry, but then there's other people around. And he goes, I remember his mom getting into a fight in the street, and I could not stop laughing because he's telling Bob and Sabrina this, and I go, that's funny. I go, you know what? If you want to hear two different versions of that, buy me and Lenny's CDs. Buy my and Lenny's CDs. Because I have a version of my CD, and Lenny's got a version of one of his CDs of my mom getting into a fight. And Larry, it was funny. Larry's facts were a little different. I'm like, no, it happened this way. And I'm sure Lenny has his facts, but just the fact that he remembered it. He remembers seeing my mom punch a woman in the face. And I'm just like, God damn, this is gorgeous. And he was there, and his kid, he had his twins there, and his wife Amy was just lovely, and everybody was friendly, and we hung out and we watched fights, and I was funny. I was me. I was fucking killing it with Bob. I made Bob and Sabrina laugh. I made my nieces, all of us. We just had a great time hanging out. It was unbelievable, and it made me happy. Because I could have gone to an impersonal event. I could have gone that and said, oh yeah, I did this, and I bought the T-shirt, and I did all these great things, and but no, man, there was no reason to do that. I really, you know what? I needed family, and they were there, and I needed friends, and they were there, and I made absolutely the right choice. Because also, I'll tell you what, you guys were all there, because I put up that picture of me, like I said, all shaved, and everybody wrote, and it was just, and everybody's very nice. They're just, do you moisturize? What's up with your face? You look really young, and everybody was really cool. And I've never been one of those guys who's like, oh man, I got to look young. I got to do this. Like, there's, I didn't put a filter on that photo or whatever. I mean, you do the best you can with selfies. You try to put yourself in a flattering light, of course. But I look the way I look, and I am who I am. And I'm learning more and more about that every day. And more importantly, I think you guys know who I am, and my family knows who I am, and that's important to me. It's important to me to have friends, because again, I got 25 years left. Let's be honest. I'm 50 now. I used to think I'd be dead when I was 54. That was always the number in my head, that I was just going to pull in her locker and grab a fucking dirt nap. But now, I have optimism. I think I've actually taken care of myself to the point where things are going to be okay. And I figure I've got 25 years left, barring anything crazy. And I hope I can spend the next 25 years having exactly the day I had on my 50th birthday, meeting friends, seeing family, laughing and eating and joking, and then watching violence and sharing everything with everybody, whether I shared it via social media with you guys or I shared it in person with my family and friends. It made me happy. It gave me hope. And it made me realize that the best is absolutely yet to come, right? I don't know why I had to put a right on there, but I figure it's important that I ask your opinion. So chime in and let me know when you guys can get me at Mike at MikeSchmidtComedy.com. Mike at MikeSchmidtComedy.com. Jesus Christ. You guys can get me. I tried to be all fancy there and do a different outro, and I couldn't make it happen. So let's start, and we'll do it this way, because I'm not going to cut. This has been a one-take Jake show, no stoppages at all. Last week, I'll tell you this story before we get out of here. This is totally true. Last week, if you listen to the show, I told a couple people this. If you listen to I think it's like the 41-minute mark, there's a part where I go, man, I got to shut the fuck up. Okay? Well, I stopped the show there, and then I called Mex to talk about artwork. Then I picked up the show later, and I started to record. It was probably maybe even the next day. That was on Tuesday, and then I started to record the next day on Wednesday. So I sat down and I started to record. I hit the button. I'm talking, and I do about 35 minutes, and I'm just fucking killing it. And I'm funny, and I'm because this show, there's no script. It's whatever the fuck comes out of my head. And all of a sudden I glance to my right, because I don't have the computer directly in front of me. It's to my right. The microphone's in front of me. The computer's on the right of me, keeping track. And son of a bitch, I look to the right, and it's not recording. It's not recording. I had talked for 35 minutes and was funny, and I didn't record a fucking word of it. And I just stared at the fucking computer and stopped. Fuck. Got up, took a lap, threw water in my face. I was so furious. Because again, I'm mad at myself. It's my mistake. That's what happens when you're your own fucking producer. You hit the wrong fucking button, or you don't hit a button, and then you lose 35 minutes of fucking show. So I started over. So if you go back and listen at the, like, it's literally, it's like somewhere in the 40 to 41 minute mark, I could go, man, I got to shut the fuck up. Imagine me talking for 35 minutes and then not fucking, and then, because then I started, you can actually hear probably this weariness in my voice as I tried to recreate the magic of 35 minutes previous. Jesus Christ, what a mess. But see, that's what happens when I make these little things, because this has been a one-take Jake. This show's been all the way fucking through. No stoppages at all. I'm sure, unless you stopped it, you might have turned it off and walked the fuck away, and I don't blame you. But then I tried to do that fancy thing at the end, and I fucked it up. Damn it. You guys can get me at Mike at MikeSchmidtComedy.com. You guys can be my friend at Facebook.com/the40-year-old-boy. You can be my friend on Facebook. I think I just said that, right? You can follow me at Twitter.com/the40-year-old-boy. I'm at Instagram and I'm at Snapchat. I'm at Mike40YOB. Let me ask you this. Does anybody out there use Glide? I've heard Glide is a thing I need to get on. I don't know if I want to. I might do it just to get the name, my name. But if I'm supposed to be on Glide, let me know. If you're on Glide, tell me. But otherwise, like I said, just get me at my email, get me, be my friend at Facebook.com/the40-year-old-boy, Twitter.com/the40-year-old-boy, or Instagram and Snapchat. I'm Mike40YOB. Find me on there, and we'll all get together and have a lot of fun. Our friend David Hernandez does all of the artwork and the music for this show. He's the best. You can find him at Facebook.com/DavidMexHernandez and make him your friend. Or you can contact him at artbydmh.com and get him to do a painting for you of some sort. Get him on board to go ahead and recreate something you'd really enjoy or like. Buy one of his existing works. He's got the Valscapes. He's got the Gycons available for you. But also, like I said, if you want him to do custom artwork, hit him up at artbydmh.com for a quote. And then he'll do something really fucking amazing for you like he does for me every week. Remember that Giovanni Giorgio Peluso, superfan Gio, not superfan of me, but superfan of others, has his podcast, Pod Gods, and also all of his Loveline work that he does for Adam Carolla. Go ahead and find him at Facebook.com/Giovanni Giorgio Peluso. Become his friend, or tell him you like the cool work he did on my YouTube channel, which I'll talk about on the other side. Remember, Ryan Dirks is the web guy for this show. You can get him at Facebook.com/Ryan Dirks. Become his friend and tell him you like him and you like his farm. And Lily Von Stupp is our great friend. She also has the Monday Night Teas, all sorts of things. You can find her, Lily Von Stupp. You can get her at Facebook.com/Lily Von Stupp and be her friend there. You can follow her at several different Twitter accounts. Twitter.com/MNTs, Twitter.com/HollywoodBQFest, Twitter.com/Boobdini, and Twitter.com/MNTs. But if you'd like to write her a personal note and find out if she hears any bumps in the night as she's house sitting out in I can't say where, because then you might go look for her and then I'd get in trouble. You can write her at Lily at burlesque411.com. That's Lily, Lili, at burlesque411.com.
Good times for a change. See, the gigs I've had can make a good man turn bad. So please, 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 let me get what I want this time. Haven't had a dream in a long time. See, the life I've had could make a good man bad. So for once in my life, let me get what I want. Lord knows it would be the first time. Lord knows it would be the first time.
Want to remind you folks about the Monday Night Teas every Monday night at the 3 Clubs on Vine at Santa Monica. Lily Von Stupp produces that show. Tickets are available at brownpapertickets.com. Go there and find out who's coming to town and when they're going to be there and all that neat stuff. She always has stripper birthday shows and all sorts of cool things where people come out and have a good time. I don't want to say stripper birthday shows, but burlesque people, certainly. And you'll see a lot of naked women. I don't want to say naked, but certainly almost naked. A lot of certainlys involved in this promo. But there you go. So go to the Monday Night Teas every Monday night at the 3 Clubs on Vine at Santa Monica. Go to facebook.com/Monday Night Teas and become a member of that page. You'll find out who's coming when and make your plans accordingly so you can go check out our friend Lily Von Stupp and her burlesque show there in Hollywood, corner of Santa Monica and Vine. Actually, Vine at Santa Monica. Don't want to mess that up. Because, look, I know you. You'll go to Santa Monica. You'll see the Yoshinoya, you'll see the mobile station, you'll see the camouflage clothing outlet, you'll see the Barron Strip Mall. You go, I don't see a burlesque show anywhere here. When 2 doors up the street on Vine, there it is, the 3 Clubs. And you know what, I know you, you're obstinate. You'll just fucking drive right past and go, well, Mike said it was on Santa Monica and Vine, duh. All right, it's on Vine at Santa Monica, near Santa Monica adjacent. Fuck you for trying to pin my words down, man. Who do you expect me to be, Captain fucking Rand McNally? I'm not him. I'm not a map. I'm not a map. I'd be a fat-ass map. I'm more of a globe. I'm more of a globe than a map. Unless it's Google's involved. If they want to sponsor me, I'll be a map. They should have my voice on Google Maps. That chick's annoying. All right, hi. So please, the Monday Night Teas is there. Go check it out. Enjoy yourselves. See naked ladies. Say hi to our friend Lily. And tell her what's what. Tell her what's up. Say, hey, what's up? Ask her what's up. Ask her what's what. There's a lot of telling and asking going on. And you know what I say to that? There certainly is. He brought it all home. So that's available. Go check that out, please. But I'll also tell you this. The 3 Clubs on Vine at Santa Monica has the 2020 show every month. And we're doing 2 this month. I don't know why, but we are. We're going to try to sell tickets to 2 of them. Next week, on Monday, August 7th, our good friend Steve Gillespie, who I mentioned earlier in the show, is going to be joining me, along with Danielle Radford. Now, I'll tell you this. Danielle Radford has a podcast that I want to be on, so maybe I booked her for, look, I booked her because she's funny. First of all, I met her in Bridgetown a couple of years ago, but maybe I have an ulterior motive. Maybe I want to hit her up for being on her podcast. Who knows? Oh, a Joker just fell. Hold on, let me stand him back up. Which Joker fell? You want to know for sure? 1966 television Funko Joker just fell. No, it wasn't. Oh, that's Heath Ledger Dark Knight Joker. He fell. All right, hi. So I stood him up, though. He's now standing up. Everybody's standing up except for Batgirl. I never even fucking finished the Batgirl thing. Holy fuck, what an idiot. So Danielle Radford and Steve Gillespie joining me Monday, August 7th at 2020 at the 3 Clubs on Vine at Santa Monica. I got a lot of whistling S's here at the end. That lisp is coming through. I don't like it. I don't care for it. I need to fix my mouth. I need surgery. Who will help surgically repair my mouth so there's not so many whistling S's? Or maybe stop saying S's. Whistling S's. You hear that? That's sibilant. I'm very sibilant today. Maybe I'm sibilant every week and I don't like to know it. But I'm turned up all the way in my fucking head and I sound sibilant. You know the good way to hear yourself sound sibilant? Say sound sibilant over and over and over. You'll fucking hear it in your fucking dreams. All right, so Danielle Radford, me and Steve Gillespie. Should be fun. August 7th, tickets available now at brownpapertickets.com. Put in 2020, put in Mike Schmidt, put in Lily Von Stupp, and it'll come up and you can buy a ticket. And you'll come and join me and whoever else wants to come out. And in a couple of weeks, my good friend Jim Bruce will be there, along with the very funny Paige Weldon. That's on the 21st. But this week, concern yourselves with me, Steve Gillespie, and Danielle Radford, bringing lots of funny your way. And like I said, I'm trying to butter up Danielle so I can do her fucking podcast. I don't know if they have guests, but you know me. That's how I do things. I backdoor things. I'm a backdoor person. That's how I'm your backdoor man. Perhaps I'm your backdoor man. Perhaps you can squeeze me until the juice from the lemon runs down my leg. All right. That's a lot of talking early on here. So 2020 buy tickets. They're available now. Go check it out. And it's me, Steve Gillespie, Danielle Radford. Come out and have a good time. We have sponsors. You know we got sponsors. Everybody knows we got sponsors. Everybody knows about GetTheButters.com. They're out there. Our friend Jerome is there, and he's selling you cool-ass stuff. He's got bombs and balms and butters and lubes and masks. And all of these things, like as I've mentioned before, you can put all of them on your balls. Maybe, I switch it up. I usually say go the other way, go backdoor. But as I've already stated, I'm your backdoor man. I'll tell you what, go ahead, get a lube, a balm, a butter, a bomb, and a mask. And then you and I will use it while I'm your backdoor man. Okay, Tom Hardy? That comes later. So let's do that. Go to beatthebutters.com, buy a bunch of cool ass stuff, balms and butters and bombs and lubes and masks, bring them to your house, have a fucking party, get all slippery, get all wet and slippery and slide all that stuff all over yourselves. Go Nuru. You might have some Nuru gel there. God, I almost got a Nuru for my birthday and I didn't get it. Fuck, I was so pissed. I wasn't pissed. I was because it was a thing that was going to happen. I'm not going to get into it. All right. So I think I might have talked about it on another show. I actually got it. I got a Nuru set for my birthday. Yeah, that was fun, and I never got to use it, and I regret it every moment of my life since, because it would have been fucking fantastic. All right. Hi. So go buy all that stuff from Jerome. He's got tons of stuff for you at getthebutters.com. Use the code 40YOB to save yourself some money on a butter, a balm, a lube, a bomb, and a mask. Use the code 40YOB. You save something and I get something. Works out great. So please do that. That'd be fantastic. We love our friend Jerome. We're also sponsored by our good friend, the Fearful Jesuit. I apologize. He's not the. He's Fearful Jesuit over at the podcast that I've mentioned so many times on here. And I'm going to mention again as I talk in circles because you think that I don't remember the name. But of course I remember the name of the Paranoid Strain. Go ahead and check it out. It's at iTunes. When you do check it out, please leave a review in the iTunes store or write Fearful Jesuit himself and tell him that you love it and you can't wait to get more of it. Right now he's got the, I think it's up once a month or twice a month. I don't know, once a month. But he's got the current episode is the one, of course, with Posse Comitatus and talking about Zog and anti-Semitism and all those people. So please check it out right now. That's Fearful Jesuit hosting Paranoid Strain. And it's going to be in your iTunes store looking for your reviews and your feedback, and tell him that I sent you, because that makes it look good and it makes it look like that the thing he's decided to get involved with was a good idea. Is it? I don't know. But I can tell you this. I truthfully will tell you I envy the production on his podcast, because he's I don't know, you know me, I just fucking talk. And I mean, fuck, I just told you last week I lost almost 40 minutes of a fucking show because I forgot to hit a button. So for any guy who can record a bunch of shit and mix it together and edit it, he puts a ton of work into it. It's fantastic. Paranoid Strain with our host, Fearful Jesuit. Go check it out in the iTunes store. He's our guy. That's who you want to be. Or that's who you want to listen to, certainly. If you want to be an Uber driver, and who doesn't out there, I think you all do, you can go ahead and use my code. Now, these are all lowercase letters. DJZW1YTTUE. Please use my code DJZW1YTTUE. Become an Uber driver by using my code. And if you want to become a Lyft driver, like our friend Chris is doing right now, and unbelievably, he's actually getting rides and making it work. I've never made a Lyft work for me. I do okay. But there's all the money in LA is in Uber, at least as far as I can tell. But Lyft is going well for Chris, and you can use, this is all caps now, the code Mike 720057. That's MIKE 720057, all caps. Uber again is DJZW1YTTUE, all lowercase. Go and like I said, I'm the Uber pimp. I'm the Lyft pimp. Get out there and work the streets for me. Get out there and get that ass hustling. Make yourself some cash and make sure I get my cut. Don't make me heat up a hanger and come after you fucking Wings Hauser style. Get out there, Uber pimp, Uber hookers, Uber whatever the fuck. What the fuckers, what the fuck with coffee and the fuck, and here buy some coffee, and here's me talking to Robin Williams in a hotel room or his house or a bed. That's a bad Marin. So yeah, please, that's all out there. Go use our codes and become Uber and Lyft drivers. And as I've mentioned, we've sponsored by all these other places. Go ahead and check those out. And I made an appearance. Let's tell you about this, folks. I've made an appearance on a podcast that you can go and listen to right now. Well, not right now. Please wait for me to finish. But I was on an episode. I don't want to say an edition. That sounds like we put it out as a print. Extra, read all about it. New edition of Murder We Spoke out. That's right. I'm on the Murder We Spoke podcast with my friend Ben and his friend Marissa, who's just kind of there. I mean, she's the co-host, but boy, does she not understand old guy yammering. That's a lie. I'm teasing Marissa because I teased her when I was there. But it was Ben and Marissa and me. We watch. Here's the premise of this show, mind you. This is what podcasting has done. It has allowed anybody to take any stupid idea and make it into a show. So that's what our friend Ben has done. Ben does Murder We Spoke. They watch. What it is he and the guests. Now, I did his Pretty Little Liars, Pretty Little podcast. But now he does this. Well, I think he did that actually before Pretty Little Podcast. He does a thing called Murder We Spoke. And I go over there and we eat some Thai food and we watch an episode of Murder, She Wrote, and then we talk about it on the show afterwards. And he has a following. He's got a lot of people who actually listen to this thing. Because I always tease him. I'm just like, and also I always tell him that he's upsetting his group of people, because I always picture it to be the demographic who like Murder, She Wrote, or these young people who like him and Marissa because they're young, certainly younger than me. And he's like, no, man, just come on and be funny. So, but I mean, I'm 50 and I'm out there just yelling about shit. And we wound up singing Bon Jovi a couple of times in this fucking show. This is the best part. It's called Murder We Spoke. So we watched a 1-hour episode of Murder, She Wrote. And I don't want to give anything away, but we watched the whole thing. And I actually loved it. I told him when I finished, I go, Ben, man, I'm serious. I would come over here and do this all day. Because again, as you know, I'm looking for friends. That was the theme of this fucking show. I need pals and buddies. So I told him, I go, dude, if you ever want to have like a Mannix Sunday where we just get some food and hang out and watch like 12 hours of Mannix, I'm in. And Ben is always so kind to me. He's always like, oh my God, yeah, I would love to do that. And then I don't hear from Ben for like 9 months until he wants me to do a show, which is totally fine. He's a young man. He's married to his husband, Peter, and they're very happy together. They don't need me coming over to the house and going, woo, Mannix, where's my food? Where's my lunch? Mannix. But I teased him about it, and he was like, yeah, dude, I'm totally into that. And then he absolutely was not. I'm sure I left because Marissa left before me, and then I left, and I'm sure he called Marissa and went, that guy's never coming over again for Mannix, right? And she's like, oh, no, absolutely not. However, if you want to hear Murder We Spoke, because again, we watched a 1-hour episode of Murder, She Wrote, and then we did a fucking 2-hour podcast about it. So you can imagine just how much of it is about Murder, She Wrote. I'm going to say like maybe a third of it, or maybe even a quarter. But we wind up having some fun with Alexa. We sing some songs. We play some 80s music. I wind up singing like a dummy. And we have fun. And I swear probably more than any other guest that they have. But it's really cool. Go to iTunes. Download the episode of Murder We Spoke that I'm on as we talk about a great episode. I don't want to give too much away because you'll hear that when you listen to the Murder We Spoke episode. But I actually found myself enjoying it because it's just that corny, cheesy 1980s horrible fucking television that I love, like Mannix from the 70s and Kojak, all of that shit. I love anything formulated, anything filmed on a sound stage that you can tell. I mean, the best part is they're supposed to be in Boston, obviously. So like everybody's got like a Red Sox pennant on the wall or a Patriots garbage can or a Bruins phone. I mean, it's just fucking ridiculous. So the lengths they go to, there's one, I'll tell you my favorite thing, and I actually said it in the Murder We Spoke podcast. At one point, they're walking through a park. It's, I don't want to say who, but it's certainly Angela Lansbury and a couple of other people on the show. And they walk past the garbage can, and the garbage can is a handwritten, like a mimeographed, not handwritten, a hand printed out mimeographed sheet of paper that just says, "Keep Boston clean. Throw your trash in here," or something like that. I'm like, yeah, you're really going to lengths at that point to convince me you're in fucking Boston. All right, we get it. We know where you're supposed to be. Because Cabot Cove, that's actually where I was at Universal Studios when we fucking did it. We did the tour. I should put this video up. Fuck, maybe I'll put it on Patreon. But we did when Ahmad and I were on the fucking tour. We rode the tram, and then Jaws the shark tried to bite Ahmad, or Bruce the shark from Jaws. But that's also Cabot Cove. That's where Angela Lansbury lived. She lived where the fucking Jaws shark was. So anything filmed on the soundstage, I'm in. So I had a great time on Murder We Spoke with Ben and Marissa. Check it out. And go download it from iTunes if you want to listen to me fucking yammer for 2 hours about Angela Lansbury and Bon Jovi. It's fucking great. It was really fun. Please go to MikeSchmidtComedy.com. Remember, we've got all that cool stuff there. We've got stuff for sale that you can go ahead and purchase. Still shirts and downloads. The Heroes album, Word Pimp Schmitty and the Misanthropic Gangster is also available. Check all of that stuff out. And anything you want to take home, please take home and buy. And we love you for it. Thank you so much for supporting the show. While you're there, please remember that our Amazon link is very important. That's the thing that you can use that really, it doesn't cost you anything. You're already buying stuff from Amazon anyway. It just gets us a taste. So they get money, we get money, you get stuff. It's a perfect arrangement. If you're buying stuff from Amazon, please use our Amazon link. We get a real tiny cut of it, but if enough people do it, we wind up I did pretty well just this past month. I got paid for May, and then I know what I got for June. And so but please, whatever, go ahead and use it. It really helps the show. It really helps me. It helps everybody. It helps everything. It helps all of us. It helps. I need somebody. It helps. Not just anybody. It helps. I need someone to help with the Amazon link. Because once when I was younger, there was no Amazon link to have, and I had to make money the hard way. But now with you guys buying a bunch of crazy shit, I get to sit at home and just make that. Look at me. I'm the Amazon pimp, the Uber pimp. Look at me making all this dough for nothing. And I get my chicks for free. So stupid. Please use the Amazon link. We get money, they get money, you get stuff. Thank you. Go ahead and do that. Please remember our YouTube channel is there. Subscribe to it. You don't have to listen, or if you do want to, that's great. There's all this old content that's up there, all old shows, old stories, stuff that I go back and listen to when I laugh my balls off. So please go ahead and do that. That'd be great. And then also, we have the Patreon page, which I've mentioned several times. I said a big update is coming soon, and it is, I promise. Again, it's just that thing where I got to post one thing at a fucking time, and I always feel weird dumping a ton of shit on there, but I'll do it. I have to do it. That's what I want to do because you people are on board. So thank you. And I think, is it this week I'm supposed to read everybody's name? It is the beginning of the month, so I guess I should thank new people. But of course, I'm unprepared to do that, so we'll do it next week. But I know Seth and Tracy joined. I know Keith Fox just joined. Thank you, Keith. It's slowing down for new people, but if you would join, that would be great. Thank you so much over there at Patreon. You guys go to patreon.com, and I think it's Mike40YOB. That's the code you can use there and find me, or just put in Mike Schmidt Patreon and it'll come up. And thank you, man. You're supporting, like I said, podcasts. You're supporting live shows. You're supporting all sorts of cool stuff. And speaking of live shows, I'm trying. I really want to get a couple in here before the end of the year. We're now into August, and I'd love to go out, in this winter and bring some California warmth to some people out there in certain climates. Or maybe I'll even do a show out here. Maybe I'll go back up to Portland. I don't know. I have not started the real hardcore work. I've sent emails out and I've not heard back, but I'd love to go do some shows. So if you have a city you want to suggest, if there's somewhere you think that I should really come out and perform, let me know. I would love to do it. I'll put it on the list. I'll start scouring places. And even if it turns out to be just fucking me and you, who knows? We'll have a good time. But yeah, go become a patron at the Patreon page, and that would help certainly toward me getting on the road and be able to do some more shows. Thank you so much. And now I'm heading back out to go talk to Jennifer. Now I know you're thinking to yourselves, who's Jennifer? See, there's something else I want to tell you guys, but I don't know if it's, you know what? I'll tell you what, I'll put out, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put out a bonus podcast this week, probably Friday. Just watch your feeds. Just a little update on some stuff because I can't talk about it just yet, but I think I can talk about it in the next couple days. And as soon as it's ready to be talked about, it's there. How's that for a fucking tease? Jesus Christ, that was awful. But yeah, I'll drop a bonus in the next couple days. Just something to give you a little heads up and let you know what's happening. But it's something pretty cool, and I'm excited about it. But I will also tell you this. I talked last week about my duck. And how my duck here lives at the building. And all of the people here in the building have taken the duck under their wing. And we love it. We are absolutely in love with this duck, and we are taking care of her. And in my head, I was just kind of thinking about, it's great that she's here and we all love her, but my building is kind of by the book. So I was kind of shocked that she was able to be helped out and kept and everything was going to be okay. And then, sure enough, man, it was because my managers were out of town. I walked out today and there's a sign on the wall and it just says, due to California wildlife fucking statute, whatever the fuck, do not feed the duck. Do not swim with the duck in the pool and do not feed her or take care of her. And I saw that on the fucking wall last night. I was heading out to go get some tacos and then I came home and my buddy Oscar was upstairs. I always know he's there because I could smell his fucking cigarette. And I walk in and he's like, hey, Mike, because he's Swedish. Hey, Mike. And I said, hey, you see this sign? He goes, fucking crazy, right? I go, well, we're not doing that, right? He goes, no. He goes, I fucking fed her today. And I go, good. I feed her all the time. I go, I don't give a fuck, all right? We don't have to obey this. I go, what the fuck's the California Wildlife Institute? You think, is the fucking crocodile hunter going to come here and fucking attack us? Get the fuck out of here. It's a duck. And Oscar's like, I know, I agree. I'm going to feed her. I said, so am I. I think the whole building is kind of rallying around, and we're going to take, because they named her Jennifer, which is good. That's much better than the people who are calling her Donald, because then people told me she's a lady, and then people are still calling her Donald, because nobody wants to call her Daisy, because that's just fucking dumb. But Donald's also dumb. But then Jennifer, I don't even know where the fuck Jennifer came from, but I just know that everybody started calling her Jennifer, so I'm on board. So I've got to go feed some. I think I have lettuce in the fridge that I can feed to Jennifer the duck. I actually went and bought lettuce for her. I don't know if I have any left over, but I did. I bought lettuce for her so she could have it. Because as we all know, ducks eating lettuce is fucking hysterical. Now, she has not approached me yet to eat the lettuce, but I've kind of tossed it on the pool and on the side. And I don't know if that's a good thing or I don't know if it's a bad thing. I could tell you this. I know it's something that I need to talk about through closed mouth. I know that's for sure. I think I got to bring you this information and tell you like this and talk about my duck. And this is actually the way I'm going to talk to you through the fucking plexiglass screen at jail when fucking...
There's nothing lonelier than being trapped inside yourself. It's easier to hide when you pretend yours a knight. Women love a guy with a giant neck.
Here, we are playing on a level that most will never see.